Do you guys want to hear the wrap-up show with Artie, or did you hear that?
Oh, yeah, with that Gindaloon Gary. A dirty wop.
I did hear that Gary was very hurt. He expressed a great deal of hurt.
I have an issue with Gary, too.
Really?
What's your issue?
I think Gary is slowly starting to dislike me. He is hostile towards me lately, and I have a theory.
Go ahead.
I think he believes, remember all that bullshit that where people said Gary was trying to, get on my coattails and go to a bunch of things, and I'm upset about it, like Ralph had that theory.
Right.
Nothing could be farther from the truth, but I think Gary thinks I really think that way for some reason, because he was very paranoid about it. And since all that, I can't say to him enough that that's not the case. But I think he really thinks that, and he jumps down my throat quite a bit now.
See, it's funny. It's funny because I was actually waiting to say that I think that you secretly dislike me.
No,
I swear I feel the same. Exactly what Artie just said. I feel the same exact way. I feel
Really?
like there's some weird thing that happened with Artie and I actually traced it back to a particular incident.
What?
Which I don't really want to discuss on the air that much, but
all right.
when you
you dirty wop.
Well, no, I thought that Artie just sort of wasn't liking me. But I thought it was interesting when you said yesterday you couldn't understand why I was disappointed. Why do you care what I think?
No. I do care what you think. I said
Did I care what you think?
I do care what you think, because I consider you a good friend, and I just couldn't believe that everybody cared so specifically about the therapy thing. That's what I was trying to
But do you realize that it's not about the therapy? It's the fact that you lied and betrayed everyone? Lied to you and
How
betrayed?
did I betray you? I didn't betray. I betrayed you? Like, how does your life affected in a negative way by me lying to you about therapy? That's not betraying you.
He didn't betray you.
Well, in a way he
Betraying
did
you
because
is fucking your wife. I told you.
You fucked his wife?
Do that? Oh, that would be betrayed. I fucked his
How was
dirty
she?
wop wife. No,
Listen.
that's betraying you. But your life.
But no, what
got no negative consequences.
What can I ever believe that you'll ever say again? You've lied so many times.
That's a different
It's a
story.
betrayal.
That is a betrayal.
No, Gar, because you got to look at the motive why I'm lying. I'm lying to someone I
don't
work
have
with.
to look at the
I'm
motive.
lying to someone who's a producer of the show.
You're lying to
worked on
everybody.
That's not true.
You lie to Howard, you lie to Benji, you lie to Robin, you lie to everyone.
I lied to people who I felt would think negatively about what I'm doing as far as my career is concerned.
So we're the only people you lie to? Just right in this room? I don't believe that.
Mostly, yeah.
You told your mother that you were not in therapy.
Listen, my mother knows me better than anybody. My mother knows I haven't been in therapy, of course.
But you didn't tell her that.
She believe me, at my birthday we discussed it. She knows I'm not in therapy. My mother can see through all that bullshit. But I work here. It's like you never. Look, I'm too honest is the fucking problem. You people who I work with shouldn't even know I have a heroin problem.
But that's you telling us.
I know, so I'm too honest. What is it?
But Artie,
I'm a showman.
You came in with the whole therapy rap because after you missed the Saget roast,
right?
You were getting so much shit that you had to come up with some sort of plan to get everyone off your back.
Exactly. So I don't lie just to fucking lie. When I tell you I like the Yankees, or we're talking about something about my life from years ago where there's no consequences, I'm not lying. I don't lie about things in general.
How do I know that?
What do you mean? How do you know that?
I'm supposed to know what the lie is and what isn't the lie?
Garrett, my point is, what do you care about if I'm lying to you about certain things? And why would I lie to you about? The only thing I lied to you about was the fact that something that might affect my work. That's what I lied to you about. I don't lie to you about anything else, because why would I?
All right.
See, Gary, Artie only lies to benefit himself.
No, I lie to benefit myself when it comes to work.
Right.
Of course.
He doesn't lie.
Just a lie.
I did not get the program that tells you what the lies are for.
Well, listen, the whole thing with lies, it sounds like some soap opera now. I'm not a liar. 99% of my life, I don't lie to anybody. But when I'm afraid something might affect my job,
you lie.
I might, yeah. And I might continue to do it.
In other words, if you were married and your wife said, "Are you cheating on me?"
I might lie.
You might lie.
I might lie. You ever told a lie?
Of course I have.
Okay, well, here you go. You're a liar. You're a dirty wop liar.
I'd like to think my percentages are slightly lower than yours.
No, they're not, Gar. I guarantee they're not. I lie about things that, if I told the truth, would negatively affect my work life. Yeah. Or, I've had girls you know, who I've told I've never been with whores.
You know what? Listen, while we're here, let's just get this done with, because what Artie said earlier, I do feel that there's some animosity of Artie towards me, and here's when I thought it started.
Okay.
Artie accidentally saw my check once. It was accidentally sent to him.
Oh, my God.
And I am telling you that after that, Artie started to treat me differently. He thinks he saw something, and it was really weird. I really do believe that, Artie.
Well, you know what? I think, you know what? I'm sorry, because I really don't, that has nothing to do with it. I can't believe that's what you just said. That's not even on my mind. But talk about fuck-ups. I got mailed Gary's check.
And then here's, okay, so...
listen, man.
Answer me this question.
I'm ashamed. I opened it up thinking it was
okay, so answer this question. This is what they told me.
I think you're lying there. I think you knew it was his thing.
This is what they told me. Well, hold on. This is what I'm getting. Just so you know, Artie.
What does that
They
mean?
claim that they accidentally mailed my check to Artie.
Yeah.
They claim that they called Artie in advance to tell him that that was the case. I think it was Artie's mother.
Right.
And to please just not open it and send it back. And then they claim he opened it anyway. Which I don't know that I believe that. I don't want to believe
Garrett, they're covering their ass, man.
Yeah, I don't want to believe
They're covering their fucking ass.
You don't think
they
they're that organized to actually call Artie and say, don't open up the check?
They sent the wrong
They
check.
sent my check to fucking somebody else.
I don't know.
How would they know after the fact that they sent the check to the wrong location?
I would never in a million years do. They found out they sent the check to me because I told them. I mean, how, you know, I don't want to. The reason I didn't bring that up is I don't want to get anybody fired. You know,
I'm sure they've been fired already.
I don't. Well,
You don't have to worry about that. They've just been fired because...
not the names I heard were involved with it,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't want to get them fired.
But there is a part of me that does believe on a smaller level that
But what about your check would make me mad?
that you might have thought it was too much.
I think it's too much.
Garrett, you know what, buddy? I think
Actually,
you're
I hate
underpaid.
you.
How's that sound?
But the other thing is,
you know what? That's odd. That's a surprise. No, I never. No, absolutely not.
the other thing is, there is a part of me that does believe that, you know, once that thing was planted in my head about me piggybacking on you,
I know, dude.
I start to wonder. And you know, and listen,
Yeah,
you
and
didn't
I
help
couldn't
it by
tell you
making a
what-
joke every day
Well, that's my
we
job
went
to make
Afghanistan.
jokes. I can't
know.
sit here and just, you know.
You can't be nice to you
I
all
got
the
you.
time.
I got you.
It's like Ralph calls up the wrap-up show and, you know, goes, oh, now you're going to make jokes. What the fuck am I here for? I'm not here to get analyzed by people. I make jokes. I'm Artie the Joke Man.
Are you making jokes now?
Artie the joke.
Well, tell a fucking joke already. So this
He
guy,
Palmenomic, you ain't got the brain, you ain't born.
so this guy's reading a book in bed. He dips his finger in his wife's cut to turn the pages.
Write me a check.
Get right in his head.
Cunt.
No, what happened was that was planted in your head. And you know what? People play people around there. And there's certain people who know how to get my goat. They know how to get your goat. They saw you were bothered by that, and
Yes.
they never fucking stopped. And I couldn't tell you enough. We were on a military jet from shit stand to fuck stand, and I'm going, God, I want you to be here. I love that you're here, and I really was.
And he
But,
wrote-
you know,
he
I heard you wouldn't love that he was there.
See, he kept doing that. See that?
Yeah, but I heard.
well,
I
that's
heard
what he is.
actually. I heard.
He kept doing
because
that.
some guy who may or may not pick out his shirts told him that.
Yeah, you may be lying right now.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
You sure?
Yes,
Greg,
I'm
your Irish
positive.
just called and
and-
said you're lying.
And I'm in therapy.
And the other thing is, there are people around here who would stop by my office and say, you know what, I think...
Yeah, I heard that Artie
think
said
that-
there were much better comics. You know, you were taking up a slot. That's what I'd heard.
A much better comics. He didn't take up a
better
He
comics?
didn't take up a comedian spot.
Yeah, I took up Artie's friend slot, who inevitably wasn't going to go anywhere.
Actually, yeah, because it was a long story.
So you were happy to see Gary in Afghanistan. Let's clear that up.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I swear to God, I'm telling the truth.
I believe you.
I'm an Nathan.
I'm telling the truth.
I think it all worked out there, and I think that I didn't...
Hold it.
It was a
I have
great
to
trip.
interrupt this.
It was a great trip.
Artie, Heroin is on the phone.
of course.
Heroin, hi.
Shit.
Heroin never lied.
Good morning. Good
Hi.
morning.
Good morning, Heroin.
Robin, I'm sorry to inform you
Yes.
that Artie has lied to you. We were together last night.
You were with Artie last night?
You and Heroin were together?
What,
I'm calling from his right front pocket.
what did he do? What did he do?
Right
then?
from,
We weren't up very late. Artie did a little bit of me, and then he went to sleep.
how
But
grotesque.
I have a revelation, and Gary, I'm sorry to inform you, he has lied to you too.
All right. Thank you, Heroin.
I got inside of Artie last night, and he was looking on the internet.
How
He has
creepy.
graduated, You can refer to me.
You were funny for a few minutes.
Right. Heroin is not that funny.
As soon as he said it, it isn't funny, Robin. You kids out there, remember that. And no, he said I was on the internet too, lame.
Hey, 𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 claims. Tell me if this is true.
She's a dirty heap.
𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿 claims that when you got Gary's check by accident, you tried to show it to her and she refused to look.
Really?
She's claiming that.
I didn't try to show it to her.
𝗦𝗵cie𝗄𝗿, is that true?
No. Here's what I did that was
so
horrible.
She says Artie showed her Gary's check.
I'll tell you the day it happened. What?
Lisa, is that true?
What is going on around
That
here?
is? Uh-oh, here's Lisa.
I never physically had Gary's check.
We at your birthday party at John's Pizzeria. I was sitting there with High-Pitched Mike.
I never physically
and you
had
said,
Gary's
I
check.
have Gary's check. You want to see? And I turned away, and I think High-Pitched Mike saw
I was
it.
busting her balls. I didn't have.
Right, like now we really believe
Well,
you.
I didn't physically have Gary. Like I brought it to the pizzeria. I would.
You were carrying Gary's check around?
Yeah, that's what I did. Lisa, I was
yeah,
kidding
we
with
really
you.
believe you now.
Lisa, first of all,
Lisa, you seem upset with Artie now.
you're a
because-
dirty little he.
Lisa, you were going to date Artie at one point. You were thinking about
You
it.
thought Artie was a catch.
Now that you found out that Artie's lying about therapy, you seem angry.
Well, you know, I have my file, and I revisited it yesterday.
Go
What's
ahead.
in your file?
All the lies that he said. When I followed him around with my microphone on TV, I've got a nice big file.
May
Really?
4th, 2006.
What did you find?
Artie says I have a nice ass.
Nope.
Lie.
What?
What specifically?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to say until I need to, until that time
Well, no,
comes.
just blurt it out like you do everything else.
It's not going to be a good ending. I feel like we're
It's
not
not
going to have
gonna-
a good ending here.
What do you mean a good? What are you
What
talking
are you saying,
about?
Lisa G?
I just
you've
feel,
got a
you
great
know,
ending.
after I reviewed my file, I
God, I
feel
wish
like
I
we
could
will
see
not
that.
have a good ending with
Lisa,
this.
do you
You
know
and
how
Artie-
psychotic you sound
Artie.
right now?
Oh, Artie's
Will
not
not
going to
have
have
a
a
good
good. Are you predicting something terrible happening to Artie?
I don't feel good about this. I'm being honest.
Right.
Well, what
Because
are
I think everyone's laughing, ha ha ha. And
Well, what are
that's
you
not
going
the way
to
I
do?
feel.
I mean, listen, Artie's going to do what Artie's going to do.
What-
no
what
one
in
can
your-
stop him.
What in your file?
Well, Artie's here for the ha-ha. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ha-haing with you. And what in your file did you see?
when the
You
time's
raving
right,
lunatic?
I'll play it for
You
everyone.
lunatic.
What?
He goes, what did you see in your file? You lunatic.
You raving lunatic.
Who else
You
do you
sound crazy right now. You sound psychotic.
Who else?
I barely know you. You have a
I'm
file on me?
psychotic?
You like
Wait,
J. Edgar
I'm
Hoover.
psychotic?
Yeah. You sound like, I mean, you know, what's with you with a file on me?
Who else do you have files
That's
on?
it.
Oh, please. You, Howard. There's a
Oh,
file
really?
of you with pictures and hearts and all sorts
We
of
hired another
Called a
fucking stalker.
shrine. That's not a file.
Howard Stalker, job placement.
pictures of you and Beth with Beth cut out. Single white female right here.
Yeah, it is. She is.
Lisa G is an excellent reporter who keeps files on everything everyone says, and she is.
No, really, it's really Artie, some of the lies that he has said.
You've been charting the lies.
How could I not?
When did you start this
why
file?
would you do that?
This is fascinating. Well, you are such a reporter. When did you start
No,
this file?
she's such a crazy person.
Look who is talking. Who is crazy?
Lisa, every problem
Artie,
I
you're
have
a
is
liar. It's
justified.
sad. Keep going. I
I'm
don't
a
care.
drug
Keep talking.
addict. Drug addicts like, so there's a definite listen. There's a logical reason why I lie. There's no logical reason why you have a file on me. You're crazy. That's crazy. You're a nutto.
Look who is talking.
And I was gonna bang you, but I'm afraid when you bang a crazy person, it gets crazy.
But that's the best sex.
Now, where's Jason? Jason claims that Artie did have Gary's check at the pizza party.
What?
How would he know?
When High-Pitched Mike comes in, you ask him.
Jason, what do you know
Jason, you
about
know
this?
Did you see it?
Artie, don't throw anything at me. I just wanted to
How
back
could
up.
I miss?
That's why I said don't.
Move, I can't see Robin.
No, I just wanted to back up Lisa on that since Artie's being truthful now. I mean, you did. You had the check out and you were showing it around the party.
You
were,
saw
dude.
the check.
I saw the check.
Wow.
I did not see the amount written on the check.
Honestly, that is. I never physically had the check.
Maybe
you know
you were
what?
high.
My mother had it and never ever showed it to me.
Then how'd you know the amount on
Then
it?
how'd you get it in your wallet?
Because
Mom told him.
No, my mother called me up and I went over and looked at it. But
What is it, a
my
museum
mother
artifact?
listen. My mother knew the amount, so my mother was never,
Jason, you're claiming Artie had the check and he showed it to
Jason
you?
ran away.
Oh.
Was Gary at that party?
I was.
Did he give you your check back?
No.
Why wouldn't I do that?
Why wouldn't
Dad?
you do that?
What happened was
That
Artie,
sounds like he was joking.
what had
Of
happened?
course I was joking.
Artie was in a-
I never physically had the check.
Jason, you saw the check.
He was showing something around. I mean, look, we're all.
Maybe he was kidding with a piece of paper. Or
You're such a gullible little fruit.
Oh, okay. So I made up out of thin air that you had Gary's check. That you knew how much he made.
I knew how much
I
did know how much he made.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I was joking about
that
it.
other people, like Artie started talking about it at the party.
So you feel Artie got angry with you after he saw the amount of money you made?
I don't know that it's
wait a minute, there's a bigger issue here.
I think it's more resentment.
And all of a sudden, I didn't have the check. You were showing something around. What was I showing around?
That night at the restaurant,
right?
You said, "I have Gary's check. I know how much he makes." It's kind of upsetting me.
I knew how much.
Lisa has the same story. There's other guys in the back room with the same exact story.
Are there really?
Yeah.
That I physically showed them the check?
Physically showed the check? I'm trying to remember if you physically had a check in your hand.
My mother...
I remember seeing something in your hand with a figure written down.
Yeah. Who else is saying yeah over there?
Benji.
No, I'm saying
Benji saw it too?
Artie might have joked around and written something down, but that doesn't mean he had the check with him.
I did not have the check.
Sounds like he was walking
Well, everybody
around.
knew about the check. I talked to Artie about the check.
I don't deny not. I told people about it because I thought it was funny. It
wasn't that funny to me.
It had happened 10 minutes before I got to the party, and I had a couple of drinks. And I was like, a funny thing happened.
That I agree with. Artie had a couple of drinks, and then when I mentioned to Artie that I would rather he not talk about it, he stopped.
Of course,
but he did get to a lot of the party before I got to him.
So Artie is now saying he is not angry with you about your check.
All right, that's good to hear.
I really am not.
But is he angry about anything else?
And if you call my mother really wouldn't lie. She'll tell you she never physically sent me that check. She mailed it back. And if I had your check there, of course I would just hand it to you.
All right, so that's a good question, Robin. Do you have any issues with me at all?
No, I think
I do.
I don't because I'm telling you, after years of people getting in your head here, you got it in your head that I had a problem with you, and I think you've been like snippy with me lately because of it.
I'm upset about. Aside from all of that, I am upset about the way you're acting, just because of. Again, you're making me sound like I'm gay, but I do. You are. But I care about you a lot.
I care about you a lot.
And if you said I need to leave the show for 2 months to go get better, I would say that that's a great thing. I would rather lose you here and keep you in life than just have you fucking come in here every day.
But now you couldn't be sure he'd be getting the help within that 2 months.
That is true.
Be taken on.
That is true.
He
At the end of the day,
relaxing.
Artie, at the end of the day,
in Italy.
It's about you.
No, I
sound gay.
Listen, and when I tell you, here's the thing. See, so now when I tell you I believe you care about me that way, you'll go, you're lying. Like I don't know what to say. No, man. But I understand that.
Artie, do you believe that Gary?
You want to know how much Gary made?
Yes, please. And write it down on a sheet of paper, and then I'll pass it around. Matter of fact, I do want to know what he's up to. But do me a favor.
He's underpaid.
Is he? Okay.
First of all, I don't even know. Here's a funny thing. I don't even know
that doesn't sound like a real applause.
I don't even know what it was that Artie saw, and I don't even know, what check he saw, whether it was for what period of time.
Here's what I'll admit.
So I don't know what's in his head.
Here's what I'll admit to. I swear to on my father's grave that I did not have that check at that party, and I would have given it to you if I did. What I will admit to, which I should have showed more willpower, was my mother gets my checks. And she called me up and she said, "Listen, Art, I feel bad. I was sent Gary's check instead of yours by mistake, and I just rip it open a lot. And I looked at the amount, and it was a different amount than usual. And I started looking about why it would be that way. And she saw Gary's name.
Right.
So we were talking on the phone, and I'm talking to my mom, and I'm like." If someone wouldn't have done this, you're a better person than I am.
I would have asked.
I said, Ma, it's me and you. I said, what does Gary make? She's like, so I had to for a half an hour, I had to grill her. And finally she told me. And neither one of us had a problem with it.
I'd want to know.
And that's why, and that happened literally, remember that night, I was under the impression I was going to dinner with just you and Beth. Yeah. Literally, when I parked my car to meet you at your apartment, my mother had just told me that. It was funny. It was on my mind. I had a couple of drinks and I told people. I shouldn't have told anybody. That was bad. And then Gary came to me and he said, listen, I appreciate this. That's why 𝗦𝗵cie 𝗄𝗿𝗍, when me and him started arguing, this is what he wanted to bring up all the time. And I said, well, that affects other people. That's rude of you to do that.
Right.
So I'm sorry you had to bring it up now. That could not be... I asked my mom.
It was a thing that I thought that was going on between you and I.
My mother never, ever sent me the check. She just, I said, well, mail it back and tell the person. I felt bad someone might get fired, so I never physically had the check.
Well, listen, I do understand Gary's point. He is saying that you think it's gay that he cares so much about you.
I really don't. That's
everyone,
you're gay. I'm faggot.
I think that everyone on this show, myself included, I'm speaking for everyone now, is genuinely concerned about you. I think you know that.
I believe that. Sure.
I can tell you I love you. I know that Gary does, and I don't know about Robin, but
yeah,
Fred,
there seems to be some question.
Yeah, Fred, I don't.
I know, Robin.
Fred, I don't really.
I get.
Fred, I don't really know that well, but I'm saying.
I get nothing but great vibes that way from everyone.
Even Fred, you're
yeah,
saying.
of course.
You get vibes from Fred?
Especially Fred.
You get vibes from Fred.
I feel I'm a very good friends with him. I really think I am.
Well, then you've got more going than I do. But anyway,
And Benji.
I think what Gary is saying is that everyone here genuinely loves you, and that no matter what kind of help you need, we'd be supportive of it.
Right.
If in fact you do need help. And so that's all he's saying, and he thinks sometimes you mistake that for either him being gay or for him, like, you're like, why would you care so much about me? But he really, I know for me, I really dig you. I think you're a great guy. I don't want anything bad to ever happen to you. That's all. And we see you.
I mean, I feel, okay, listen, first of all.
And not, you know, me coming down on Gary's side may make it sound a little gay, but, you know, when you love somebody and
you set them free.
Right. But when they tell you they're taking some steps to do something positive in their life and you're trying to support them in doing that.
And when they don't, it's frustrating.
And then they tell you that that was all a lie. It's a letdown.
All right. I understand that, and I believe everything you guys are saying. What I will say about what you just said is, again, it's a comedy show.
Yes.
You said it might seem gay, or like, why are you so concerned about me? The gay thing is, I'm not like a Neanderthal. I don't think someone's gay for having it. That's
gay
me.
And faggot.
That's me being.
But Artie,
I'm trying to be funny when I call somebody gay like that.
Okay, yesterday
I'm not a complete fucking gorilla. I'm a baby gorilla. But it is more that like, whoa, what's your problem? Why do you care about me so much?
Right.
And that's a psychological thing. And I'm sorry.
Well,
I don't think
everyone
anybody's gay for having
people
feelings.
really enjoy you, and the world would be a lot emptier for us if you weren't here. And all we're saying is that we know Artie does what Artie wants, but at the same point,
we get that.
If Artie decides he ever needs help, we're here for you.
Like if I told you the first couple of weeks of 2009, I'll be away getting help, you'd be fine with it.
I wouldn't believe it, but
we drive you.
I would try to support you.
We demand a note from your doctor.
Right.
Well, yeah, you get.
Hey, Howard, can I
know
just
doctors that for money will give me a note.
Artie made an amazing revelation on the wrap-up show yesterday. Going to this point, Artie talked about the first time he went to rehab for his coke addiction, and he went to a 4-month program, and in the middle of the program, he got the movie Dirty Work. Is that correct?
This is in the book,
right.
yeah.
So Artie says basically he was not supposed to get out, and the place doesn't exist anymore, and he doesn't name it.
Right.
But he basically bribed his way out after half the time in there.
Yeah.
So he never even finished that rehab.
Well, you know, when you're in rehab, they can't hold you there against your will. I mean, you got to be there because you want to be.
But
here's what happened.
You had a court-appointed thing?
Yeah, what happened was... No, it wasn't even a court-appointed thing. It was basically this guy. I made an agreement with this guy to stay for 4 months. He then made an agreement to write a note to my next possible employer saying this guy, or even Mad TV if it came up, saying, I'm signing off. This guy's good.
Right.
Yeah, he completed or whatever.
So I certainly could have left, but he wasn't going to sign that paper.
Right.
So the bribe was to sign the paper.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So he did sign the paper.
Right,
yeah.
because the Dirty Work producers wanted something from a doctor.
And then didn't you try to score coke that night when you were with Norm and
When he was
Chevy?
playing pool.
Yeah.
No, that was the night of the audition for Dirty Work. I told that story on the wrap-up.
All right. Listen,
I'm,
right.
I'm fucked up.
You're fine. You're gonna make it. You're gonna get help, and we'll see what happens.
What? Howard, he's not going to get help.
Oh, that's right. You're not going to get help, and you're not going to be fine. Dominic Barber, you have the last word, and then I must.
2 quick points. I want to read the last paragraph of Artie's book. The last sentence. Because lately I'm starting to think on the show business drug addict forgiveness meter, I'm inching closer to Jeff Conway than Robert Downey Jr. each and every day. Well, I got to go. Take it easy. And I hope to see you all back here next book. That's a pretty honest comment.
Thank you, Dominic.
And that he sees himself more like Conway than Downey.
Yeah, we heard it.
How much? Why did you say it again?
No, the point of that is that everybody says
Artie's trying to angle to get on that celebrity rehab. I know it.
Oh yeah,
that's why he's more like Jeff.
$250,000. We'll take $250,000 for that.
Howard, your movie, is it more honest or less honest in terms of your marriage than Artie's life?
It's 100% honest. It was very honest when I wrote it, and my marriage fell apart, but I really meant it. It was sincere.
Look, shit happens in life, man.
They couldn't change it mid-movie.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You're in the middle of a shooting schedule. You got millions of dollars. What's he going to do? Ivan said to me, you better hold your marriage. I remember when the movie was in, he goes, you better hold your marriage together. He goes, this is a movie about how good you're doing.
Right.
I said, okay. How long do I exactly have to hold it together? He goes, at least 2 years. I go, oh, wow, okay.
Oh, I can't see marriages breaking up. However, for my Christmas party, I'm inviting everyone. Anyone coming?
No one likes you.
When is it? At your house? Where is it? At your house?
My home in Glen Cove. I'm having catered by Bernard's, a famous place, and I would love to send a car for everyone.
Okay, thank you. No one's coming.
Right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I bet the food's going to be good there.
Yeah, he has good food. All
the
right,
point of that comment is, like everybody tells you the show business is a forgiving business. Well, it is if, you're Robert Downey Jr.
Right, yeah.
But even he had to prove a few things.
Well, that's what I mean, but he kept being amazing in movies, so he kept getting part.
We're still waiting for Jeff Conway to be amazing in anything.
Jeff has only been amazing in Rehab.
If you're not talented or bankable, they're like, well, listen, we don't forgive you.
That's right.
I'm watching Celebrity Rehab. Jeff Conway goes, I want to get back into movies.
I'm like, what part is it where the guy can't stand up straight?
I can't even. Well,
Hunchback in Notre Dame.
He could play that. He could play Scrooge, right? That was so. I watched that last night. That was so painful to watch. Like Conway, man. Again, he stepped up when Gary Busey got boring,
right,
and took over again. Like that one part where he's saying, because I can relate to it so much of the fear of that happening to someone in show business. Like, I can't stand the failure. He's letting it all out. Like I can't. I want to act again. He goes, I want to win an Academy Award.
I want to win the Oscar.
Please.
And Dr. Drew has to sit there and go, I think you're going to do it.
Maybe you should be a teacher.
I got to tell you, they say Mickey Rourke is going to be nominated for an Oscar for that movie that he's in.
He's never been in Celebrity Rehab.
He should have been, and I would have thought he could never be in a good movie again.
This is all fascinating, but I must take a break.
I have such a funny story about that movie the next time you have time. The Mickey Rourke movie.
I want to hear about
that. The Wrestler?
I have a good story.
Were you up for that?
I auditioned for it's really it's a typical story about my life, and addiction comes into it. I can tell it quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, the guy who directed that and I think wrote it is a guy named Darren Aronofsky. He did a movie called Requiem for a Dream. Did you ever see that?
Yes, great movie.
Unbelievable movie. And so I haven't taken. I used to be great at auditioning, man. I suck at it now. And this guy called me up and said, Darren Aronofsky personally, he says he wants to see you for this movie, The Wrestler.
Right.
At the time, Nicolas Cage was doing it, not Mickey Rourke.
Oh, this is many years ago.
No, this is just last year.
Okay,
Nicolas Cage fell out and I read it, and it was like with Nicolas Cage, I didn't want to do it. I was like, it's just going to be. I'd rather do the Howard Stern show than be in some shit Nicolas Cage movie.
Right.
Then they said,
you.
then they said, Mickey Rourke's going to do it, and I said, you know what? Now it seems interesting to me because I read the script.
Right.
I said, now it turned into a movie that I'd want to be in, and so I went and I auditioned for this guy, Darren Aronofsky. He's a younger guy. I don't realize he's a little bit younger than me. I really took it seriously, and I had what I thought was a great audition. It was for like the fifth lead of the movie, a sleazy wrestling promoter in that world, and he had all the scenes with Mickey Rourke. So I went back another time, killed again. Then I went back and did like a screen test. This is all in New York, killed again. So my agent says to me, Aronofsky really likes you, and it's between you and one other guy. I said, who is it? He wouldn't tell me.
Probably Robert Downey Jr.
I'm dying. Right. Yeah. I'm dying to see the movie.
Because you don't know who. Do you know who got it?
No. It's one of those things where I just put it out of mind. And they made it quickly because now all of a sudden it's out and right. So I'm like, wow. So it goes right to the end, and my manager calls me back and goes, the other guy got it. And I'm like, oh fuck! It was really like almost like God fucking with me because I wanted it now. They got me into it.
Right.
So I'm talking to my buddy David Herman, I was on Mad TV. Now this is where my buddy David would probably remember this, but I was all fucked up, and I don't know how true this next part is. He talked to a friend of his, and he said, his friend said, doesn't Artie remember Darren Aronofsky? And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, when I was at Mad TV back in 1996, we go out to a Hollywood party. This is this kid telling me the story.
Yeah.
And Artie was really fucked up. It was one of those times where you had to pull him out of the party. Right. And this kid went to film school with Darren Aronofsky. He said that in this party you claim that this guy Aronofsky, this is before Requiem for a Dream, about a year before it came out. You claimed that this guy was looking at you wrong, and you kept hitting him in the head and punching him in the face. And I said, what? He goes, you were like, really? You were abusing this guy, calling him like a film school fag. And
wow. Maybe he did this to get back at you.
That's what I'm thinking. So he said to me, do you think he could remember that? And he's just fucking
Sure
with
he
it?
would. Who would forget that? Some guy smacking me in the head, I ain't going to forget.
I said, listen, I don't remember.
Can't wait to get that guy.
I said, listen, I don't remember this.
Wow.
And
what an elaborate plot to fuck your head up.
Well, it makes sense since the guy that got the part looks nothing like Artie.
Right.
Yeah, completely physically different.
Again, but you see, I don't. Maybe there's a chance he forgot it because
he didn't forget. Maybe he thought you were that guy. Like maybe he thought, wow, he'd be perfect.
This
for the
guy's such a
scumbag.
such a dirtbag.
Yeah.
But he was so nice to me in the auditions and never brought anything like that up. So. I don't know. Maybe
that's a very dark way to get back at someone. That would be almost criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of his movies?
𝗦𝗫𝗏𝗍.
He seems like he'd be that kind of guy.
Wait, everyone's talking at once. What is that, Fred?
Have you seen some of his movies? They're very intricate. They're very cerebral.
Right.
Well,
very plotted out. He seems like he's that kind of guy.
I love Requiem for a Dream.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
and
amazing.
that's about as dark. That's about as depressing as a movie could possibly be. The ending.
Did you show him Gary's paycheck when you auditioned?
So now I'm thinking but this other kid was a film student and an editor, and while I had a problem back then, I don't know. It's like there's some for some reason I think the kid's fucking with me.
I don't know.
Do you know who else is in the movie? Woz. Maybe Woz got your part.
Who's
Woz got that part?
Who's Woz?
He's a guy we know. Used to work the door. At,
the doorman guy.
Doorman.
Howard, 𝗦𝗫𝗏 is in the movie. She does a lot of. I was just looking at pictures of her yesterday. Full frontal nudity.
Look at these comedians. Todd Barry and Judah Freelander both got parts in this movie.
Yeah, Judah.
Yeah,
is,
I see Judah Freelander.
I think in an elaborate way to fuck with Artie's head, they gave parts to every comedian out there, and Woz.
And a doorman.
If they wanted to get back at Artie, they would have given a part to Levy.
Judah and Todd are great friends of mine. Judah's a great actor, actually, though.
Right. All right, listen, I'm sorry to hear that you were rejected, and that goes back to your point about Jeff Conaway. He can't take the rejection. The rejection sometimes is very hard in show business when you get that close to something, and then you blame yourself for not getting that part, and you don't know why. You sit there and you go, and you know what it could have been?
What more could he have done?
It could have just been that the guy goes, I see an older guy. You know?
Or the physical thing is just not the right.
And that's a great story, obviously, that I just told. But to me, I don't believe it. I really don't. I don't think
you
that
don't
happened.
believe that he just was fucking with you.
I don't believe that. I don't believe I slapped him around.
Okay.
I believe I might have met him. I really do. I don't know. Like this other kid might.
I still believe you're going to a therapist, so I don't know what to believe.
This other kid might.
I don't think he does heroin. How's that?
This other kid might dislike me for some reason.
Who knows?
Somebody's fucking with you.
Yeah. All I know is
that's true.
I'm not going to see you in the movie.
Yeah.
Gary, where does this leave you and Artie now that all this has come to the forefront?
Well, Artie says he's not mad at me, so I guess I have to take him at his word.
But in all seriousness,
it probably. I'm glad we got it out of the table. It probably merits an off-air conversation. I'm not sure how much different it will be, because Artie doesn't like to talk about stuff like this off the air. But since it's obviously an issue for both of us, we both have the same feeling that the other one is harboring some resentment. It's probably, we probably should talk off the air.
Can this relationship be repaired?
Yeah.
Can you guys get back to where you were?
No, totally. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can get back to, I don't know. I mean, I'm having a trust issue on top of it that has nothing to do with how we feel about each other. Now, the trust issue, even if everything was great, it would still be a problem.
By the way, did you hear the big promotion for Artie Dashline?
Oh, see, if we're really doing this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Number one, if I'm doing America's Got Talent, let's say, and I'm doing this radio show, if we really won, it would be an uphill battle. But if we really won, do I have to give up that work?
The vice president is going to be a judge on America's Got Talent?
Well,
I don't think there's any law that says you have to.
Would you mind, as the president, if your vice president is busy judging a talent competition?
Honestly, as long as you... When I was governor, I did some outside jobs on the weekend and on Sunday.
And you got criticized for it.
And why?
Why?
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking.
It was Sunday afternoon. The Capitol ain't open.
Right.
And, they never criticized me. I had a ranch then. There was no criticism when I spent all weekend baling hay for $4 a bale.
Do you know that in the early days of our government, and I'm sure you do know this, and I don't know if people are aware of it, but government was set up so that regular working people would go to Washington for just a couple of weeks, but they would actually work and go and work in their communities. They weren't expected to give up their jobs. Am I correct?
I think so, in the early days.
In the early days.
No, to me, Howard, if you were my VP, as long as you fulfilled everything we needed done, I could care less that if you went and judged a show on TV.
And by the way...
Would you rush back to Washington to end a stalemate in the Senate?
If the president needed me to do it, of course.
Well, you know that's your job as vice president.
Right.
Unless the finales are going on,
and then the only other thing he's got to do is attend funerals.
That's true.
It's not a bad gig. I love a good funeral.
No, Howard.
You know, I went to the funeral of the great 60 Minutes reporter Ed Bradley. I had terrible seats. I think as a vice president, I would be up closer to the celebrities. All right, let me ask you a serious question.
Okay.
What the fuck is our platform anyway? Because I really don't have
Here
one.
it is.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you what we could win on right now. And everything's fallen in place for us.
Go ahead.
The government shutdown.
Right.
Here's the platform. We would give the people of America the first opportunity to vote for a president that does not belong to a political party since George Washington.
And what would that look like?
He is our only president who did not belong to a political party, and I think people would jump at that today.
And he was not a Democrat. He was not a Republican.
He was nothing.
Is that enough?
No.
Is that enough for us to win, though? Will people understand that benefit?
I think so. In light of what's going on today with the government shutdown and the way that the whole thing works, I mean, did you know that this is all over health care, right?
Right.
Do you know that congressmen and senators get 4 choices of 4 different health plans they want?
They should certainly.
Yet they won't give us one.
Right.
But they have 4.
So we would end that? We would make all the congressmen and senators go on the health plan that the American people use?
have to use, absolutely.
Like that? I'm all for that.
We would try to do that. Remember, the president, the Congress passes the laws.
Right.
You know, you can only veto them.
That's true.
And although you can do many things today with these executive orders,
are you
they
afraid,
do a whole bunch of stuff.
Are you afraid that if we do get elected, that you'll have to spend a lot of time explaining stuff like that to me?
Not at all.
Not at all. I don't want to waste your time.
You won't waste my time, Howard.
Here's the way I look at it.
You would grasp it much quicker than you think you would. I mean, look at some of these bozos that are elected.
But I'm for
they don't have any problem with it.
I'm for total transparency, so I don't mind having this discussion with you on the air because I think the people should hear this.
Absolutely.
Let's figure out the political landscape. We'll probably be running against Hillary Clinton and whoever she chooses. Okay.
And who are you going to vote for then, Howard? Because you're a big Hillary fan.
I don't know that I would vote for myself and the governor. I don't know that yet. I have to hear what we all have to say and make a decision. If we're on the right path, then I'll see. I don't know that we're the best yet. Let's say it's Hillary Clinton.
All right.
Let's say the Republicans take a moderate like Chris Christie.
Yep.
Who's a pretty good governor, right?
Yep.
Or you take who else could we be looking at? Maybe one of those Tea Party nudniks or something like that.
Yep.
So it's not going to be an easy cakewalk.
It never is. But here's the key, and I'm open about this. You don't run against the candidate.
No.
You run against their party.
Right.
Because they're controlled by their party.
And people hate these parties.
Exactly.
They truly
So
do.
what you do, that's what I did when I ran for governor. Right. I didn't run against my 2 opponents. I ran against the Democrats and the Republicans.
And people have to remember, you won. I mean, you were the governor of Minnesota, a guy who was a wrestler.
Well, a mayor, though. I was a mayor first.
True. That's true.
I had some experience. But you know, Howard, the biggest fear, we'd win.
That's right. Because let me tell you something. The first thing I'm doing as vice president, with the president's permission, is I'm going right up to Camp David. I'm going to learn how to play golf, and I'm going to have dinner parties. Wait till you see.
Our problem with that, I love golf, but you and I can't play together.
No, why is that?
We have to be separated because you never have the president and the vice president together.
Because I'll be a heartbeat away from you.
That's right.
Now let's talk about this. My Jewiness could really hurt you, and I mean, look, I look like I got slapped a yarmulke. So what I'm saying is, are you prepared to have my Jewiness be the vice president?
Howard,
and we could have a first Jewish president or something happen.
Well, we would also break another new ground, if you remember when George was here that day. So we would have an atheist and a Jew.
That's right. That's absolutely true. I do like what you're saying, though, the fact that we don't belong to a political party. I myself am an independent.
Howard, we could win it on that alone because you gotta parry it down to 1 or 2 things. You don't want to be spread out all over. That's the message.
I know we do better than Ralph Nader, I'll tell you that.
Well, put it this way. Here's our other campaign slogan. We can't be any worse.
Right.
No. Let me explain something else here, too.
Good.
I need you for an insurance policy.
Go ahead. They don't
because if I become the president, as my book is, I'd be assassinated.
Right.
That means you would be. Well, I need an insurance policy. They're not going to kill me to put you in there.
Who would have the balls to assassinate you? You're one of the toughest fucking guys I know.
Not anymore. I'm 62. I'm old enough for Social Security now, Howard. I could have gone on this year.
You look so goddamn powerful.
Well, I don't know about that.
You really do. You're thick. thick, you're big, you're muscular. I mean, it's unbelievable. Let me see your ass.
Huh?
Let me see your ass.
My ass?
Yeah, I'm serious.
I don't have much of one. You get older, they disappear.
You got wrinkles in it?
No.
Take those jeans off so I can really see it.
Oh, you really want to see it?
Yeah, I really want to see it.
What will be going on in that White House?
I'll be like, Mr. President, I need to see your ass. Mr. President.
I'll tell you what we could do, though, Howard.
We could do it.
We not even do it. We would shake it up so much. We would cause so much trouble. Imagine if we start polling over 20%.
Imagine
there would be panic.
There
would be panic.
There'd be mass chaos. Are you wearing a Jimi Hendrix T-shirt?
Yeah.
I was just talking to Graham Nash about Jimi Hendrix, one of the greats.
Oh, Jimi Hendrix belongs with Bach, Beethoven, and all the greatest musicians in history.
When you were serving, when you were a Navy SEAL, I bet you part of your soundtrack was Jimi Hendrix.
I actually saw Jimmy 1970 San Diego concert just months before he died.
Is that right? You were just in the audience, one of the fans?
Yeah, Jimi Hendrix.
And it must have been an amazing
what was amazing, a month later, I saw Janis.
Was he with the Experience at that point?
No, he was. The Experience had broken up. He had
that trio, the jazz thing going on.
No. He was doing his real stuff.
Right.
He had Buddy Miles, I think, on drums.
Right.
And he had broken up the Experience.
Did he do the classics like Purple Haze?
Oh, all of them.
He did them all.
Absolutely. Are you kidding? He did. It's one of the great memories I have.
Oh.
And then I've seen Led Zeppelin twice.
I've seen him once.
Okay, I saw him in 72 in San Diego and 75 in Minneapolis.
I went to see Led Zeppelin. I went running out of there. It was a great show, but I had to leave. The kids were throwing M80s down. It was at Madison Square Garden, and they were throwing quarter sticks of dynamite down on people's heads. I wore an Army helmet.
Well, that's in the great days of open seating. That's when it was really
crazy.
Of course, it was rock and roll.
You don't want to get rock and roll. You don't want to get your head blown off.
Yeah, you get killed.
I mean, imagine I come back from war and I get my head blown off.
War, you come back from a concert.
No, and the good part was if you were in the military, you got discount on your tickets.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Were you in the military when you saw Jimi Hendrix?
Yes.
Oh, no kidding.
In fact, when I saw Jimmy, I was going through SEAL training.
Did they remember how people were so anti-war, they started to boo the troops and things like that? Did you ever get any of that
Spitting on them.
Well, when I was in San Diego, they used to have signs on lawns, no dogs or military.
Unbelievable.
You know, and because it was a Navy town, and for some reason, there wasn't the love of the military back then as much.
Well, it was an unpopular war, but I never felt mad at the military. I always felt...
again, it always be mad at the politicians. It's not the servicemen that caused the war. They're the unfortunate victims too.
When we get into office, let's lay it on the line. Are we going to be in any foreign wars? Are we going to pull our troops? We're going to pull our troops out.
We are going to follow the teachings of Major General 𝗦𝗫𝗍𝗍 Butler.
Good.
And he was
Who was he, Howard? You're saying good.
It's my president. I got to listen to him.
He was a two-time Congressional Medal of Honor winner. He won 2 of them. A Marine.
What would we do in Syria?
He wrote the most anti-war book called War is a Racket. And he said that we need to pass a constitutional amendment that our troops are not allowed to go over 500 miles from our shore.
Well,
all they should be doing is protecting us.
Protecting the home.
Not the world.
But don't you think, in a way, we do? I mean, whether it's...
No. I would close down...
So what would you do about Syria? Howard asked that.
Syria?
Yeah.
I would do more than that. I'd get the hell out of the Middle East.
Yeah, completely. We're out of Afghanistan as well, right?
We're out of Saudi Arabia. We're out of...
Let's look at this. Okay. Anglo-Saxon America was discovered by Columbus, right?
Right.
Now, science at that time said the earth was flat and you were going to fall off.
Sherry Separate still says it.
He was willing to risk that because what was he doing when he came here? He was trying to find another way to India to avoid the Middle East. So they hated it 500 years ago. It was awful.
Impossible.
He was willing to fall off the earth, not to go through the Middle East.
The Middle East is such a problematic area.
Get out of there.
No one's been able to solve it diplomatically or otherwise through wars.
You never will.
So get the fuck out.
Out.
What do you do about Israel?
Let them do their thing.
Let them do their thing, whatever they do.
You remain a strong ally and provide them with arms?
No, I would stop providing arms. We got to cut providing arms throughout the world.
No shit.
Well, you sit...
I might have to vote for Hillary. I'm still running with you. Don't get wrong. I just want to make sure we don't win.
Why do you want arms sold throughout the world?
So what we're going to do is we're going to drastically, we're going to just change the way the world operates.
Yeah.
You know, Crosby, Stills, and Nash said we can change the world, rearrange the world. That's what we're going to do.
Well, John Kennedy tried to do it, and they killed him for it.
That's the subject of your new book.
Yep.
Yeah. By the way, before I get to your new book about Kennedy, I want to ask you about a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. I want to know exactly where you stand on several of the modern conspiracy theories. But is it true? And by the way, the other thing I like is we will have a first president, and I'm going to say this in the debates, the first president who lives in Mexico. Will you continue to live in Mexico when you're president of the United States?
I don't think they'd let me, but I think I'll keep my property down there, and I can still go on vacation.
Is that going to be your summer home?
Well,
I say fuck them. Let's have the president live in Mexico.
Well, the fun part would be I'd go down there, and there'd be helicopters, boats off the thing, and all the security. So it would kind of destroy why I go down there.
That's right.
And I'd probably destroy the neighborhood, so I have too much respect for my neighbors, so maybe I wouldn't go there for 4 years.
But is it true?
Yes.
That you were saying recently that you cannot get a job on American television.
Yeah.
And that's why you had to take you're doing a show now in Mexico.
Yeah.
What is this show you're doing?
It's going to be an internet show. It's the same company that hired Larry King.
Oh, the Russians.
No. Well, we're going to go with Russian TV.
Yeah.
But gosh,
you're going on the internet.
They're going to kill me because I forgot the name of the company. But the one thing good about this company is it's owned. I don't think the checks will bounce because it's owned by Carlos Slim,
who's the wealthiest guy in the world.
Wealthiest man in the world.
And so, why is it that Americans will not put you on TV? You're very opinionated. You have a good look. I mean, let's face it. You were built for television.
Well, because I guess that I write books like this that they don't. That mainstream. I have no mainstream interviews because of this book.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm the only one.
You. Well, you and a few others.
Right.
That allow me on.
Because you believe President Kennedy still to this day was not the victim of one shooter.
No.
You believe it was a conspiracy and multiple shooters.
Absolutely.
And you say that, first of all, that Oswald's gun was a piece of shit. You know about firearms.
It's a complete piece of shit.
What was the gun that he used?
The 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗏, an Italian-made weapon.
And is it your claim that if you took that weapon and went to the book depository...
You couldn't make the shots. I tried to do it on my TV show. We matched everything up and didn't even have a moving target, and I couldn't even come close.
Is it that the bullet is unable to go that far in that type of weapon?
No, it's that the telescopic sight's like a skinny cigar. You can't even see out the thing. Plus, they said he did it in 7 seconds, and you got to work the bolt.
Right.
Every time you work it, you're off target, and you have to get back on. And they're saying the first shot missed and the third was the headshot. Give me a break. Not only could I not do it, as we point out in the book, but there's a legendary figure in the Marine Corps by the name of Carlos Hathcock. And he is the top Marine Corps instructor at the Quantico Sniper School. They recreated it for him. He attempted it 10 times and couldn't do it. Could not do it.
And there's no record of Lee Harvey Oswald being that great a shot.
Well, the point is this, Howard. When you go in the military, as Robin will tell you, they give you batteries of tests and things because they want to channel you where they can best use you.
Right.
Well, Oswald wasn't 0300 infantry. They sent him to be a radar guy. He couldn't shoot.
Right.
Why? He became a pencil pusher, but they need those also. But he wasn't infantry. If he was a good shot, he'd have gone to the infantry.
So who wanted Kennedy dead? The FBI?
Many.
The CIA, you say in your book.
He angered, the Pentagon and the Joint Chiefs wanted to go to war in Cuba. He wouldn't go to war in Cuba. He was going to pull out of Vietnam. He was back-channel communicating with Khrushchev. They were going to end the Cold War by 1965.
Well, who would be against that? Who would be against ending the Cold War?
Kennedy went into a meeting one time with the Joint Chiefs, and when he came out, he muttered to his staff, and we call ourselves the human race.
So you like Kennedy?
I loved him. He went into that meeting, and they were proposing a first-strike nuclear attack against the Russians. And they felt as long as 10 Americans survived and no Russians, we win.
What about the rumor that the mob was also against
They hated him. The mob hated him. The Pentagon and Joint Chiefs hated him. He was going to take away the oil depletion thing from the oil.
So how many guys killed Kennedy?
I would say there had to be a minimum of 3 shooters because there was at least 6 shots that day.
So how is it that no one saw, when you have 6 or 3 shooters for that, how is it nobody saw any of these shooters? The Zapruder film, they saw them.
Yeah, Lee Bowers saw the shooter from behind he was in the tower of the railroad yard looking right at the picket fence.
Why do you think Gerald Ford, when he headed up the Warren Commission, why did he not disclose all of this? Why do you think he hid it? What was his agenda?
Well, he actually changed the position of the bullet through Kennedy's back and moved it higher so the magic bullet could work.
Right. In other words, by magic bullet, you mean that the bullet had such a trajectory that you've never seen in
Well, it
history.
caused 7 injuries and changed directions in midair.
So why would he? So give me this part of the story.
And then came out pristine. They show you this pristine bullet, and to disprove the magic bullet, Governor Conley had more shrapnel in him than that bullet Wade knew.
So in other words,
and a bullet can't grow.
So why when they reported on this, when the Warren Commission went in to report on it, what was their agenda? They're in on the conspiracy?
What it was, well, I believe LBJ was part of it.
You think that he wanted to be the president so badly that he might have ordered the hit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that your main theory, or is that just one of the side
theories? That's one of them. You know, they all build to, you know, when you read the book, you'll see. But Kennedy was clearly taken out by more than one person. In fact, the fun part is...
See, I've always believed the Warren Commission. Call me naive. I think it was one shooter.
Here's why, Howard. The Warren Commission, the FBI took over the investigation, and they only fed the Warren Commission information that would lead to Oswald. Anything else they didn't see.
Right.
They didn't see anything else. I lead the book off, Howard, with a thing. This was from... this was a memorandum. Monday morning.
Go ahead.
Kennedy was killed on Friday. By the way, do you know Oswald and Ruby knew each other very well?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing that was shielded by the Warren Commission. This was sent out by Nicholas Katzenbach, the acting U.S. Attorney General, Monday morning to new President Lyndon Baines Johnson.
I know his daughter.
November 25th, 63. Here's what he writes. It is important that all the facts surrounding President Kennedy's assassination be made public in a way which will satisfy people in the United States and abroad that all the facts have been told and the statement to the effect made now. 1. The public must be satisfied that Oswald was the assassin, that he did not have any Confederates who are still at large, and that the evidence was such that he would have been convicted at trial.
Do you think there are guys somewhere?
Come on.
Do you think there are guys somewhere laughing that they got away with this?
Yeah.
You think so?
Absolutely.
And do you think they've ever talked to anyone about it?
Yeah, we talk in the book. There's many people that have talked about it.
About being in on the conspiracy.
CIA guys, Morales talked about it. He said, we got that son of a bitch Kennedy when he got drunk one night. There's all sorts of information that's out there, but mainstream media. Well, like in my TV show.
What do you mean you won't be booked on any mainstream television? I would think that's an interesting topic for people to talk about.
Because the mainstream media is part of the cover-up.
Who published this book?
Skyhorse.
Were they afraid, Skyhorse, to publish the book?
No, because they publish all my books, and they're a small publisher that has courage.
Do the books sell well? Governor, they do.
All 7 of my books have been New York Times bestsellers, right? They've never reviewed one of them.
Really?
The New York Times and they won't review this one. You watch. This book will never get reviewed.
Why?
Because it's a topic that says that a conspiracy killed John Kennedy.
Do you think people are bored with the topic? Do you think they're like, who cares anymore? What's the difference?
No.
Why should we care?
Why should you care?
Yes.
You should care because, in my opinion, it's not my opinion. On that day, a coup d'etat happened.
Right.
A change of our government. And it did not happen at the ballot box. It happened with a bullet.
Right.
Well, it was at that point, I believe, that we lost control of our government because, like I've always said, if you can kill the president and get away with it, what can't you do?
Right. Then you can do everything.
You can do everything.
All right. I'm going to name some conspiracy theories. I want to know where you stand on them.
All
okay.
Right.
Let's go. You ready? I made a list.
What am I, the expert now?
Well,
just because I did an entertainment show on conspiracy theories.
Wait a second.
Now I'm labeled, Howard. I'm the conspiracy theorist.
You have information. Right. Is it true, by the way, you have not watched televisions? You didn't watch television from January to May?
Last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Was there a point into not watching television?
Yeah, because I've lived in Mexico in the winter now for 8 years, and I told my wife, I said, we're not really living in Mexico if we're watching United States TV every night.
You want to immerse yourself in Mexican...
and so I thought, so we shut the TV off, and I did not watch television from January till May. Now, I did watch a few movies. We'd put DVDs in.
What did you watch?
Oh, all the movies that I love.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket.
Yes.
Stanley Kubrick.
You love anything to do with military and war?
No, not necessarily. Yeah. American Graffiti. I love that film.
Did you see the Iron Man films?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
No?
Haven't seen one of them.
Shocked. Don't you think you should be
Trading Places with Eddie Murphy?
Fabulous
movie.
And what about the one Coming to America?
Private Parts with Howard Stern.
Is that when you first realized I should be your vice president? When you saw Private Parts?
When I saw you give a woman an orgasm over the radio, that qualified you.
Thank you. Finally, somebody appreciates my genius. Okay. Obama isn't a United States citizen. Where do we stand on that?
I don't. He's a United States citizen, in my opinion. And in fact, the birther thing is a red herring.
What do you mean?
Because I believe Obama was part of the CIA in his early life. Look at his jobs. His jobs.
Community organizer.
Well, his foreign jobs, and check out his mom and what she did. And
what
all
did
this.
she do?
She was just involved in many foreign countries, and the CIA always has front jobs. You know what? Internationally, you know what one of the big front jobs for the CIA is? Because they all have to wear two hats. YMCA.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you believe the president was born in this country, but he was a CIA operative before becoming the president of the United States?
That's what I believe.
Wow.
I believe.
I can't believe you're my running mate.
I believe he did intelligence work.
All right. You ask about one conspiracy theory, and you get a whole new one.
You're not kidding. Yeah, that's even more mind-blowing. Should we swim at the YMCA? If it's a front for the,
Sure.
Really?
Well,
it's still a good pool.
Remember, the CIA's embedded in all state government because we had one in Minnesota. I had to meet the person.
Will we tackle that as president and vice president? Will we take on the CIA?
We will make them go back to their mission statement. Their mission statement says they're not to be operative inside the United States.
That's right.
So they're violating their mission statement. Let's get them back.
Are we not afraid of domestic terrorism?
We have the FBI.
They'll take care of that.
That's their job.
Okay, good enough.
That's their job.
Shit, we got everything covered.
Listen, you don't even know the answers to any questions.
Yeah, but I don't have to. I got the governor. I just got to raise money.
That's why he'll be the VP.
Right.
I'll take care of all that. I'll educate
all us VPs are idiots. So what? All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Who killed the electric car? They're saying that the electric car could have been absolutely invented, and well, it certainly has been invented, but it hasn't been perfected.
I would say the oil companies, because Minneapolis, Minnesota, when I was born in the early 50s, had a complete trolley car system all through the whole city.
Right.
They ripped, because of the rubber companies on tires and the automotive and gas industry, they lobbied, got it all destroyed, ripped up. Is
that right?
Yeah, ripped up and gone because they wanted to put us in cars.
So do you really think the oil companies have killed the electric car?
Yeah.
You do?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, let's talk about this one. The Philadelphia experiment. You know what I mean by that?
That was
a supposed attempt to turn a U.S. Navy warship invisible, which allegedly caused severe harm to onboard crew members. Have you heard about that one at all?
I've heard about it, but I don't know much about it.
You don't know much about it?
Don't know. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it.
What about the tsunami bomb? That the last tsunami was actually caused by a nuclear weapon detonated in a strategic position under the ocean. We for that or against it?
I'm against that.
I don't believe that.
I don't think so.
Right, now you're sounding like me. That's which I didn't bring on here.
And again, I don't just believe a conspiracy because it floats out there. I try to do research on it and learn about it.
The Illuminati, thought to be a secret group attempting to control the world. Do you believe in it?
Yeah.
You believe there's an Illuminati?
I believe that there's a power structure beyond our governments that you control money. Because
corporations, probably?
Yeah.
And these corporate CEOs all get together and they just kind of
like the Bilderbergs.
Do you think they come up with an agenda?
Yeah.
And
like I got offended when I won governor. How come I wasn't invited to the Bilderberg thing?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
See, I'd expose them. That's why they wouldn't invite me.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's go to this one. The IBM 𝗛cie𝘄𝗿𝗍 theory. The theory is that the famous computer versus the human chess game between the Russian grandmaster 𝗛cie𝘄𝗿𝗍𝗍 and IBM's Deep Blue computer had involved cheating by IBM to ensure they would achieve a victory that would be widely publicized. Do you think that IBM cheated?
I have no idea.
No idea on that one.
I have no idea.
What about the new Coke theory? New Coke. Coca-Cola intentionally made the new Coca-Cola shitty so that it would make their old Coca-Cola brand even more important, therefore turning the country around toward the old Coca-Cola. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about it, but it sounds logical if they want to.
What about the next book? What about the next book on that?
Nah.
Apollo moon landing. It never really occurred. That we staged it and that it was actually produced, and it really was there to conceal some aspect of the truth of the circumstances of the actual landing.
I want to believe we were there.
You do?
Yeah.
And you do believe it?
Yeah.
And when we will not,
because I mean, they're now going up and they're going to give space travel to civilians if you want to pay $200,000 to do it or whatever. So obviously they're going up there, and we've been in space. There's no doubt about it. I don't think when these rockets launch, they just disappear.
All right, 9/11 conspiracy. I know you believe in this one.
Yep.
That the United States government conducted the 9/11 attacks, or knew beforehand that the attacks would happen, and deliberately did nothing to prevent it in order to drastically alarm and sway public opinion to favor war.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's a false flag operation.
You've always said that when the World Trade Center went down, it didn't go down in the way that a building would go down if it was hit by planes.
Well, not only that, Howard, but if you look at the when they took the King Dome down in Seattle with controlled demolition,
yes,
the debris on the ground was 12.5% the original height in debris. The World Trade Center, when they went down, there was only 2% of the original height on the ground. Where did it go?
Right. So,
where did it go? It all turned to dust.
Clarify for me again. The planes that we actually filmed and saw going into the building, that really happened.
Sure.
But that wasn't enough to take down the building.
No. Not in my opinion, because jet fuel is like kerosene. It doesn't burn hot. How would it burn hot enough? Those fires, the smoke was getting darker and darker, which means the fires were cooling.
You know why it does sound crazy to people? Think about what you're saying. You would have to get a bunch of crazy terrorists to drive their planes in, and at the same time...
Not necessarily. Because since the mid-'80s, we've been able to control 757s like a video. They can fly them without pilots.
You think that there wasn't even terrorists on those planes?
No, they could have been on there, sure. But who knows who was directing the
mastermind? Could have been the Illuminati.
So what about going after Osama bin Laden and bringing him down? Did he have anything to do with it?
Bin Laden initially denied anything. He said he wasn't mad that it happened, but he said he didn't have nothing to do with it. And, well, let's look at the government's conspiracy theory on 9/11. Here's what they sold us. They said 19 Islamic radicals armed with box cutters defeated our multi-billion-dollar air defense system, all while conspiring with a bearded guy in a cave in Afghanistan.
Does sound pretty crazy. What about this conspiracy?
Well, that's what they sold us.
Right.
And that's what we accepted. And where did they get the box cutters from? I mean, how do they know they had box cutters? They all died.
What about this theory?
Where did this come from? The box cutters. Was that determined?
Mr. President, what about this one?
There must have been some Was there no communication with the plane? I mean, people were making phone calls and talking about...
No, you couldn't, because at that time cell phones were linear. They weren't horizontal. You couldn't call from a plane.
No one could call from a plane.
You couldn't call from a plane.
But they have...
They can morph voices. I showed that on my show.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
What about this theory? Probably the most controversial of all. Adolf Hitler was actually a mutation through mating between a human and a shark. Where do we stand on that? Governor, Mr. President.
I hate to insult the sharks.
Right.
And that's... By the way, Howard, I got to tell you what I did this spring in Mexico.
You're done with all these conspiracy theories?
Yes.
Theories, rather? They're all a bunch of shit, huh?
Yeah.
Even you won't buy into this.
No, you know what I got to do this spring? I went to a small lagoon 400 miles from my house, 100 miles off the road, went out with Mexican guides in a small boat.
You're out of your mind.
Wait.
You're going to be the next president.
And I physically touched gray whales in the wild. They come up to you.
Wow. Isn't that dangerous?
They come up. I didn't feel it was dangerous at all.
But can a whale, because of its size, accidentally tip over a boat?
Sure, but they're too intelligent. They're unbelievable, Howard. I stuck my hands in their mouth in the wild.
They're actually gentle, right? Whales.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a mother whale brought her calf up. She would actually get underneath and lift the calf up so we could touch it more.
Oh, wow.
What do you think of these guys that go and kill the whales for their blubber? And
I'd like to tell you what I think of them.
What do you think about people who club baby seals?
I'd like to club them.
Right. Oh, I can't wait till we win.
No, but Howard,
we're going to start clubbing people.
Oh,
Howard,
fuck yeah, we are.
Howard, see, if you, we got to get closer. You got to come visit me in Mexico.
I know. We really do have to have a confab. Are we going to legalize marijuana? I hope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we need to make the money. It creates jobs. It creates everything. It helps the economy.
What a great! You know what? We're just going to win on that issue alone. We're going to create so many jobs with pot.
Yeah.
And let's legalize every drug.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm behind that.
But I don't want to put them like in 7-Eleven stores. You have to go to the proper place.
Absolutely, liquor store.
Well, if it's like heroin and things like that, I think you should have to go to like a medical clinic.
Okay, fine.
Because that way you at least get the addict in there and you can attempt to cure the addict.
Bro, I'm with you.
The war on drugs is the most miserable failure that's ever been cost us.
Are we legalizing prostitution? I'm for that too.
Sure.
Why not?
The only reason prostitution's illegal is because of the money.
Right. I don't go to prostitutes,
and
but I'll
that way,
legalize it.
No, Howard, let me read you something in the back of my book here that'll...
You know, my father never read to me. I feel like you're a father figure to me. The fact that you're reading to me.
Would you read to him every night when you're president?
Sure. Would you come over to the vice president's place and read to me?
Listen to this for a moment,
By the way, can I
Howard.
just say something?
Yeah.
If I come visit you in Mexico, we're going to watch American TV.
Sure.
Good. Thank you.
If you want to.
Yeah.
Listen to this now.
Go ahead.
There's absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world.
Of course there isn't.
No, listen. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, 4th in labor force, and 4th in exports. Now, we lead the world in only 3 categories. You know what they are?
Go ahead. Porn?
Nope. Number of incarcerated citizens per capita.
Wow.
We have more people, and we're supposed to be home of the brave, land of the free.
Right, go ahead.
We have more people in prison. The number of adults who believe angels are real. And finally, defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies.
Wow.
Can I say something? I think we're going to win. You're on fucking fire. You have never been this focused. This is just like right before you ran for governor of Minnesota. You're on fire, my friend.
I like the platform that's coming together.
I'm going to be the vice president of the United States.
Wow.
Well, you got to win. We got to win.
How are we going to get over the Jewish thing?
Just don't tell.
Shh. I'm really only half.
You know, why is religion even part of it?
Who knows? But you heard these creeps on the street?
That has nothing to do with any... Yeah, well, those are creeps on the street that don't even vote.
I'm not getting another nose job. I'm sorry, Governor.
You don't have to. You had one?
I'm going to be... Well, I had a little, just a little bit. I couldn't breathe too good. That was what it was about. Come on, Robin.
And you know what else, Howard? I don't even want you to cut your hair.
I'm not cutting my hair. Neither should you.
And neither should you.
You know, George Washington had a beautiful hair.
Well, actually, whenever I run, I shave my head.
Oh, is that right?
Why? Why are we doing that? Too psychological?
It just gets me in a more warrior attitude.
Intimidate people. You know what movie you should be in? Those Sylvester Stallone movies where he...
The Expendables?
No, you wouldn't do it?
No, you know why? They've never asked me, but I don't think I would do it anyway because I find it rather humorous when 65 and 70-year-old guys are doing action films. Come on. We got The Rock. We got Dwayne Johnson. There's a new generation of action
friends with The Rock?
stars.
Are you friends with
I respect him very much because I used to wrestle his father, Rocky Johnson.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and he is whenever he comes to Minnesota for any publicity thing, he always takes time and said, "Say hello to the governor for me."
You miss wrestling at all on any level?
You miss the crowds.
Yeah,
and that's part. But I've been out of it now, Howard. Believe it or not, for 23 years, so it's a vague memory. I left
you got
in
1990. You got out of it pretty well intact. I mean, a lot of guys
fairly well. I got a new hip.
Yeah, huh?
Does
it feel any different than having your old hip?
Well, I had the new technique at the time. It's called hip resurfacing. They don't cut the femur bone. They cut you, they dislocate it, they clean up the ball and socket, cover you with carbon titanium steel, and put you back together.
No pain?
I didn't even use painkiller.
Are you able to do everything pretty much that you want to do?
Well, put it this way: I do 7 miles every morning on the elliptic machine.
Right.
And I do my record for 6 miles is 50 minutes 59 seconds, which is an 8:35 mile on an elliptic machine for 6.
What do you bench?
I haven't lifted weights for 4 months now. I stopped. I don't lift heavy anymore.
Me neither. I bench 95.
That makes you get bigger, and I don't want to get bigger, so I do 20 reps and lighter weights now when I lift weights. I'll start weights coming up because golf ended.
I don't want to brag. I do 10 reps at 95 pounds.
That's pretty good, Howard.
Yeah.
And I used to do, let's see, in my prime.
Yeah, what was the most you ever benched?
The most I ever benched was 440.
Oh.
Wow. 440. Good God.
No, that ain't. There's guys that do 500-600.
Oh, my God.
For reps, I would tell you, like you did 10 reps at 95.
Yeah.
My best 10 reps, I think, was 315 for 10.
What, did you juice?
A little bit at one time.
Steroids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I
can't lift that much.
No. I took testosterone.
Oh, yeah?
Which is a male hormone. Which your body already has. You just give yourself an overabundance of it.
Yeah, because, you jacked out of your skull.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I take estrogen.
Maybe
that's
what's
why I'm only
interesting?
benching 95.
Wait, here's an interesting thing. You know this whole steroids and baseball stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, it's been there 20, 30 years. Why did the federal government in the early 90s come after pro wrestling? They indicted Vince McMahon and going to put him in jail.
Why?
For steroid use.
Right.
When wrestling's a show.
Yes.
So why?
Because I don't know. Why aren't they indicting 𝗦𝘁𝗄𝗿𝗍 like they did Vince McMahon? It's a double standard.
That's what I'm saying.
Double standard.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yep.
A-Rod, How come they didn't go after him when he was at the height of his powers? Isn't it just like the Yankees just don't want to pay him the rest of his salary? See, I'm starting to think like you.
Yeah.
Huh?
There you go.
Where's the book
there's
publisher?
an old thing. There's an old thing, if you remember from All the President's Men, when Deep Throat, follow the money, Howard.
Right.
That'll anything in government, follow the money.
Well, you know, we're going to be such a team. Have you given any thought to our cabinet?
Not yet.
No.
I got our chief of staff though, because I'll use the same one I had as governor, and he's already agreed that he'll come.
Secretary of State. Who are we looking at?
I don't know.
Let me throw some water on this.
Hey.
For a moment.
We got it, Howard.
Don't piss on our parade.
Howard, you got to be. We have to concentrate on winning. When we win, then we'll worry about that other shit.
Exactly.
No. You have to worry. You know, here you talk about what you think is the Illuminati and all of this other stuff. How are they going to let you guys run government?
Because we're not in any party.
Well, how can they stop us?
Right. What are they going to do?
If we win,
I got the media. I control the media.
You're telling me. You think
shut up, Robin.
Okay.
You're rooting the fun here. I'm all
So what you're saying, Robin, is this time they'll kill both of us?
Yes.
Well, I'm out. Can you guarantee my safety? Ignore Robin. What is it, Dan? What, do you want to piss on our parade, too?
Well, not to throw water on you like Robin did, but what I got to ask, and good morning, Governor, Your Grace. What I have to ask is the spoiler effect. What is going to happen when you split the liberal vote? Because you're going to draw more of the liberals away.
What are we going to do about that?
Good.
Yeah, we like that.
Well, see, here's what you.
Pace's wet dream.
That's nonsense. Because when I ran in Minnesota, I split their vote there because I'm fiscally conservative, which makes you a Republican on the fiscal side.
Yeah, dude. By the way, we're fiscally conservative.
That's right. Yeah. We believe in less government. We believe in less government intervention.
Right. What parts of the government are we cutting?
The Department of Education.
Out the window.
Out the window. You don't need it. Well, and I'll tell you why. The states can handle it.
Right.
What do you need a federal Department of Education for?
Yeah.
And if the states don't keep up, that's their fault.
Right.
If it's up to the states. See, I'm a great believer in turning over a lot of power. Let the states govern themselves.
What about Puerto Rico? What do we do with that?
Puerto Rico? No. I don't know. I hadn't thought about it.
Me neither.
Nobody ever brought it up to me for a while. But, you know, I mean, for all those people out there that, you know, how could we do any worse than what you got in there right now?
Now. Give us a shot.
Shit right now.
That's our campaign slogan. You got shit now, so why not take us?
And not only that, at least you'll know Howard and I aren't owned by anybody.
That's right.
Where are you going to raise funds?
Although I'm for sale.
Hold it.
Right there. All Howard Stern would have to do is say to every listener in his
$100.
Not even that, 10.
10?
Send us $10 and let's see how much money we'd get.
Right.
All right.
Just send us $10. We're done.
He's thought about it all. I just want to make sure everything's covered.
And that way, like when I ran for governor of Minnesota, I took no PAC money, no special interest money, and I never met with a lobbyist for 4 years. I banned them. Because why?
Yeah.
All I did was accept $50 donations from citizens.
Exactly.
That don't buy you much influence.
Hansy, do you support this ticket?
I have a little reservation. I kind of do this conspiracy with you two. What's it called? See, I believe there's an Illuminati, but I believe there's a good side and there's an evil side, and I already believe that you guys are protected. Nothing's going to happen to you guys. You guys are the leaders of your own secret society. You see?
Exactly.
Well, if that's true, where the hell have they been? I haven't seen any society around me. Nobody follows me around.
By the way, I know Hansy. He looks like if I took you, hit you in the head with a bat 900 times, that's what Hansy looks like.
Okay.
Just imagine that.
All right.
All right, Hansy, thank you for the call.
Yo, hold on.
What?
Oh, there he is. There's Hansy.
I'll talk to you afterwards, so put me back on hold.
All right, I'll talk to you after the governor leaves.
Okay.
He's not going to put up with your bullshit. This guy's out of his mind. Listen, Governor, we could talk all day.
Yeah.
I love that we're running. I love that we're going to...
Well, you know, Howard, I gave you my phone number and you never called.
Well, listen, what are you, a chick? You're nagging me.
We got to talk.
We do have to talk.
Yep.
You know what it is? I'm having a hard time deciding. Jesse Ventura's book, They Killed Our President, 63 Reasons to Believe There Was a Conspiracy to Assassinate JFK, is in stores now. Consider yourself lucky to have this book in the stores. A lot of people are trying to prevent this book from actually seeing the light of day.
Yeah.
Future President Jesse Ventura will be signing copies of his book at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. Doesn't that song bring a chill to you? Huh? Are we gonna have a party?
It makes my wife cringe.
Oh, she's got to calm down.
She just cringes because I always sing it to her when I get it in my head. She cringes from it. But I will, Howard. Here's one thing we will do.
Go ahead.
Just like when I won governor, you have an inauguration ball.
Absolutely.
Well, they had you put black ties on and you listen to Glenn Miller.
Right.
This is the shirt I wore to my inauguration.
The Hendrix shirt.
Yep, and we had rock and roll.
Thank you.
We had Kid Johnny Lang. We had Warren Zevon.
Wow.
Do you know who wanted to come? I spoke to them on the phone. They apologized 3 times because they were pre-booked but wanted to be there.
Who?
Steven Tyler and Aerosmith.
Wow.
They all wanted to come. So if we win,
it makes sense.
our inauguration will be rock and roll.
We are a rock and roll generation.
That's right.
Well, how come no one plays rock and roll at these things?
Because they
become their parents.
So do you think you guys can get into the debates?
Oh, sure.
Well, there would have to be a demand for it because you can't win without debating. Just in case in point, when I ran for governor of Minnesota at the primary, I was polling 10%. I was allowed in the debates, and 7 weeks later, I won the election with 37.
You know, when I ran for governor, I was polling 21% when I dropped out.
Huge.
And I was just at the beginning.
Yep.
All right.
That's huge.
That's what I'm saying. We could take this thing.
Let's do it.
President Jesse Ventura and Vice President Howard Stern.
Got a ring to it. You know, now I'm thinking about it. I should probably be the president. Let Jesse Ventura be the vice president. No, you do the heavy thinking.
You could 4 years later or 8 years later.
Yeah, when I'm done, you can have it.
Yeah.
I'll do 4 and you do the next 4.
No. You do 8. I'm fine with that.
Oh, no. I only do 4. I only did 4 as governor and 4 as mayor.
Do whatever you want. You've got no problem from me.
All right.
Just leave me alone. For additional signings, go to facebook.com/official Jesse Ventura. The book is called They Killed Our President, 63 Reasons to Believe There Was a Conspiracy to Assassinate JFK. It's in stores now, and that's that. And you got to read this. Maybe you'll learn something.
Well, I have one final question.
Sure.
Because...
About the candidacy?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Every time a president is elected, I imagine that there's some meeting that goes on.
Oh, yeah. Let me answer this. See, there are presidents, and there are vice presidents, and there are... You know, when I was a little kid, my father asked me this. Did you ever hear this tape? I'm in a recording studio with my dad, and he asked me... My father would ask me political questions. I was like 6, and I didn't know what I was saying. Then he told me I was a moron because I didn't...
Howard, I'd like to ask you a question. How do you feel about religious services and...
That's not the one. Wait, give him the good one.
Let me ask you another question. Now, Howard, I don't want any foolish answers from you, otherwise don't answer.
Right.
President Kennedy now is going around the country asking the people to vote for Democrats. He wants more Democrats in the House of Representatives and the United States Senate. Do you think that the president is doing a wise thing in going around the country asking the voters to support him by electing Democrats? First, we will hear from Howard.
Yes, I do, because if we didn't, let's say, have Democrats, there'd be presidents, vice presidents, and where would the Democrats come in?
What you missed here, the point that I was trying to make is the reason.
Into the wind. All right.
What is your foreign policy aside from we're not policing the world
Oh,
anymore?
come on. Stop it already.
I would also...
You don't have to
this.
answer.
No, I'll answer.
Right.
We're going to cut out all foreign aid.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Because this country's so far in debt, how can we give anyone else money?
We're going to eliminate all of that.
All of that's gone.
Oh, yes.
All of that's gone.
Right.
We're going to... Because foreign aid, it's you know, simplified. It's like you're losing your home, you're behind on your car payments, but
we're going to give this guy some money.
But your cousin Bob calls and wants to borrow $500 from you.
Tell him no.
You tell him no.
Thank you.
We don't have the money.
Good. Let somebody else
we got to pay our bills. Let somebody else do it.
Can't fucking wait to get this thing going, man.
You know, no foreign aid. No more wars.
No more wars. We'll just drop a fucking nuclear weapon on your ass.
Unless we're directly attacked. We will defend ourselves.
Feel that the way we have been conducting foreign policy up until now is the reason we haven't been attacked?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
Yeah, we don't believe that.
In fact, what we're doing would inspire more attacks against us because we're waging war in these other countries. We have, military bases in 148 different countries?
They're coming out?
For what?
Listen.
For what?
Governor, listen to me. You don't have to answer our questions. I got to go to commercial.
NATO?
I got to go to commercial. NATO. We don't even acknowledge it. All right. Listen to me. And you go to the YMCA with those Illuminatis. All right. And thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Always a pleasure.
A pleasure. And we'll be back right after these words.
Mr. Governor?
Yeah.
I know you mentioned Howard's the perfect running mate because of his lack of special interest ties and, you know, some of the other ways you can get around. He can still broadcast. But as a person, what about Howard's character appeals to you as a running mate?
Because I think Howard's an honest person. And I think that's extremely important. I believe I can look Howard in the eye, and when Howard says something to me, he's telling me the truth. And that's hugely important, and I hope that would never change.
Now, you guys joked around a lot about the possibility of a Ventura-Stern ticket.
Yeah.
What do you think, if you had to, you know, put it in a numerical odds?
Oh, the odds are certainly high that we, you know, because the thing we truly have to overcome is the seriousness if we did do it. You have to show the people you're dead serious about it. But I know what that's like already, coming from the world of pro wrestling and being a governor and a mayor, is that, you know, the minute you start seriously talking issues, and I'm being serious now, and doing those things, you'll find you can win the public over. And I believe the public really is striving for honesty today in their elected officials, which they don't have. One of the things that concerns me is the fact that I believe in today's world, to be the president, you have to be a great liar. And I'm not that. You know, that would be difficult for me to stand on national TV and lie to the entire country about something, and I would hope and believe that it would never happen, that I'd always tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may. And, you know, Howard provides for me the mechanism that I would need to do this, and do it in the style that I want to do it, if not prostituting myself for the money. And that's important to me, is to not be caught up in all that money-making garbage that where people with money own the president and you owe them favors. The great thing about what we would accomplish if we did do this was we would owe no one, because we would only take money from everyday citizens and we would represent them rather than special interests and big corporations, like Howard said.
Well, here's to 2 years from now, you guys have truly shaking things up.
Hopefully. We'll see what happens. The only thing I'll finish with is it's all up to Howard, you know, because I can't do it without him. And if he won't do it, then I won't do it, because I'm not going to just bark up the tree and fall victim like every other politician out there and become one of them. That's what I don't want to become, and I won't become that.
Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Governor.
Appreciate it. Always fun.
Governor, I'd like to introduce you to your Secret Service.
What's wrong with hamsters?
You know what pisses me off more than anything? Scott DePace has already gone on record as saying he's not going to vote for us.
He hasn't even heard what you had to say.
You're such a fuck. You know that? I'm done with you.
Oh.
I mean, really.
The governor's saneness is suspect, as far as I'm concerned.
The governor what?
Huh? The governor's saneness is suspect.
Saneness. First of all, the word is sanity, Mr. High IQ.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
The governor's saneness. That rhymes with anus. I can't vote for him. The governor's saneness is in question.
Maybe you shouldn't be able to vote.
I think if you use the word saneness, I say you can't vote.
Yeah, they used to put tests and like that, and you would have failed, Scott.
You know what, Scott? I wouldn't even care what your politics is. Just because you're my friend, I would vote for you. And for you not to vote for me is ridiculous.
I'd like to vote for you, just not him.
Well, we go together.
Sorry, can't do it then.
What are you doing over there?
I'm doing this. You don't like it?
No.
Anybody else like this? Does anybody find this distracting? All right, I'll stop.
Thank you. look at this. Hello. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, right?
I could live in here. This is gorgeous.
People get breakfast now every...
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
And look, we have a little snack pack. It's like a real show.
Yeah, right?
What is this? Oh, Wi-Fi information? Wow. Things are pretty amazing.
Not bad, huh?
Nice. Oh, look at this.
Wait till you see the bathroom.
Are you kidding?
Come here,
They
you gotta
fixed the
see the
bathroom?
bathroom. You gotta see the bathroom. Is that Robin?
This is Robin. Yes.
Yes, bathroom.
Oh my goodness. This used to be like a storage closet. And you didn't find anything in here but
pretty cool.
Crap and the tickle chair. Beautiful. Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to see you here.
I have to show you something.
Oh yeah?
Come on in. So you see it looks so nice, right?
Hello, how are you? Hi.
So good to see you.
It's good to see
How you doing?
I'm good.
We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Please. Please go in.
Oh my goodness.
There's rose petals for Robin. Handpicked by the interns.
Oh my goodness. This is hysterical. It's smaller than I remember it. Good morning, good morning.
So good to see you.
It's good to be back.
There she is. How you doing, Robin?
I'm good, I'm
You
good.
look great.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Nice to see you.
Thank you. It's good to see everyone. Hey!
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Pretty good.
Yeah.
You look good. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're my favorite.
Robin. Hey.
Hey!
Fantastic.
Well, thank you. Is Richard back there?
I don't know. I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
It's great to see you.
Hey, I know. I'm holding up the work here.
Partying. You look great.
How are you?
Look at you. Are you prepared for today?
No.
No. I mean, oh no. Lisa.
See you. It's good to see you. Thank you for all your help.
Good to have you here.
Yes, I thought I'd come and drop by, see how
Why
things
not?
are done.
See how it's going.
Check up on everybody, make sure everybody's working.
I feel at this point you're bored here. Like you want to, you're ready for it in 5 minutes.
The place is beautiful. Now I've seen it, I can go back
Yeah,
home.
right. You didn't miss that much. It is a great day, Lisa, that Robin has returned. Triumphant.
Thank you.
Looks fantastic.
Better than me, and I wasn't even sick.
Oh, please.
I'm plenty sick in the head. All right. Let's get to enough frivolity.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in over a year.
17 months.
For the first time in 17 months. Robin Quivers is in the studio with her triumphant music. And Gary is playing trumpet in your honor. Thank you, Gary. Look at his lips and teeth struggling with that instrument. It's a miracle any sound comes out of that trumpet. Come on. For Robin, do it right.
Hit one note, please.
One note right.
That's
it. There was one note.
Thank you.
You know, Robin, we said the other day, when Robin returns one day, we will welcome her with rose petals on the floor.
That's true. I thought you were joking.
And there they are. Did you walk on them?
I walked through them. Thank goodness they left me a path. They are undisturbed.
It is. It's a nice return.
It's pretty amazing. I was brushing my teeth this morning and thinking about going back on the air for the first time after surgery and how incredibly difficult that was.
Yes.
And today, not feeling anything at all. It's just a normal day. You can get up and brush your teeth and throw on your clothes and run out the door.
And I was thinking about a couple of things about your return. First of all, it's so great to have you physically here because I got so sick of just staring at Benji's boobs. Now I can look at yours. It was the only pair we had in here. And quite a pair his are. But it's nice to have a little diversity, too, in the office. I mean, our entire office is just filled with fat white guys. Which is depressing.
Yes, we do need some diversity in here. How did that happen?
But never get sick again.
I plan not to.
I could never be without you again. And your beautiful face, your smile,
What, are you trying to make me cry?
Your enormous titties.
Oh, thank you for the comic relief.
I brought you back.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes.
No, seriously, I've been praying for this day, and I'm really happy that you are here, and it makes me very, very happy.
I had a feeling you thought this day would never come.
I really, you know what? Honestly, I did not think this day would come. I did not know. I was very, very depressed over your illness. I wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be. There was a time I really did think I was going to lose you permanently. And I'll tell you what, this is a pretty remarkable day that you are here triumphant and cured. I mean, I never would have predicted this, honestly. And I do like your new hairdo. Now, you sent me a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it in the picture, but I like it better in person.
Yeah, a picture. I'm not photogenic. Pictures don't do me justice, especially when you're holding that iPhone.
Yeah, that was the iPhone. Is the way you doing your self-portrait is not the way to do it. But like I said, I have been praying for this day, and the day is here. And it's so nice to have you here, and you can see our staff fuck up in person rather than do it over a little monitor.
It's going to be so much fun. You know, I could only see what the camera was pointing to for all this time. Now I can choose what I want to look at.
You know, I was thinking about it. You've only seen Richard drink beer out of his asshole on the camera.
That's true.
And if you want to see that in person, I'm going to make that happen for you today if you want.
I would like to see that live and in person.
Yeah.
I don't really believe it happens.
How much fatter does JD look in person?
JD actually...
He looked thinner to you.
Yeah, the studio looks small. All the people look bigger.
People look bigger. JD has actually gained the exact amount of weight that your tumor weighed.
Oh.
Yes, that they removed. So, in your honor.
Well, he was being very sympathetic.
Out of all the staffers, who are you most unexcited to see? Because I would think Benji, no?
That was the first name that popped into my head.
Benji, there you go, Benji. You win
I
again.
never even thought about seeing Benji, and then there he was.
Do you want to say something to Robin?
I'm very happy for you.
Love you, Benji.
That's right. Well, anyway, there it is. Robin is back. JD had a date last night with my wife. My wife looked beautiful as she left me sitting there working on my computer, doing stuff for our show.
So she was all glammed up.
Glammed up. JD picked her up at in the lobby of my building.
Ah.
And off they went to...
So it was like a real date.
It was like a real date. And Beth said she had a great time with JD, that
That's
he was
terrible.
a lot of fun.
I feel bad for you.
There they are. There they are on the red carpet.
Let
you
me
can
see.
see.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and they're holding
hands.
Yes,
Where,
and her
I
arm
think we
is
look great
through his...
together. What do you think? Fantastic.
JD actually handsome.
Who are you wearing?
Calvin Klein, courtesy of Macy's in New York City, Herald Square.
How's he doing? How do you think he looks?
I think he looks fabulous. When he showed up at my door, I said, JD, you look great. And then we walked about 10 feet, and I said, how do I look?
He never
Yeah, Beth told me that.
the compliment?
Beth told me that whole story. That she walked down the lobby, and Beth had got her hair done, she had her makeup, she had this gorgeous dress on, and she goes, JD, you look fantastic. Your suit, and you look handsome, and you look great. He goes, thank you.
And that was it.
But that was it. And she goes, oh, by the way, what about me? He goes, that's a given. They look good.
What?
Yeah. Hey, it's unbelievable.
So sad. I'm glad he shaved.
Yeah. Yeah. She said she had a good time with you. How was the movie, by the way?
It's very good. Lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's the George Clooney.
Sandra Bullock is awesome in it.
Wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you loved it.
Yeah. It's the 3D. Oh, my God.
Oh, is it 3D? I didn't realize. I thought it was like an independent type film. This is a big budget film.
Well, you think they can't shoot 3D independently?
No, they don't have money for that. No, I thought it was like a small art film or something.
No, I mean, it's small in the fact that it's like you only see basically two people.
Right.
Not the whole movie. But cool. Yeah, I mean...
They're stranded in space. Don't give away the story. I don't want to know.
That's basically the situation.
I like that premise. Any Spider-Man or Batman in it?
No.
Not even Iron Man.
Who saved them then? Thor?
Yeah.
How do you know they get saved?
Was Loki in it?
No. There's no Marvel characters. No Avengers.
No Avengers whatsoever.
No, sorry.
Why would anyone go see that? Well, I guess you had a good time.
Yes.
And your beloved, what is it, Reds? They lost.
It was all your fault.
Well, they were losing 3-0 at the end of the movie, but I looked, and And then I left, and I came here, and I watched the rest of it, and the Pirates continued to score while the Reds couldn't hit shit.
You know what's so annoying about your date last night?
Oh, no.
Like 5 people came up to Beth and told her how good I looked. And what did I get? Surgery. That's right. Pretty fucking pathetic. Yeah. But it was a big date.
But I even like that move while I'm watching him on camera, you know, and Lisa starts talking to Beth, and he just gets bored and looks off into space.
Well, I just know it's not like, for me, I'm not really comfortable with that sort of stuff, really.
Beth told me she thought JD had popcorn in his mouth during the movie because she couldn't understand the thing he was saying. Just like...
Exactly what did she enjoy about it?
I don't like seeing these impressions in person. I don't.
No, she said you're a good conversationalist. Said, what did you, after the movie, she goes, JD, what did you think of the movie? He went,
She sat next to Dan Rather through the movie.
Thank God she had someone to talk to.
Yeah.
Who sat next to Dan Rather?
Beth.
No kidding.
Yeah.
She had you on one side and Dan Rather.
Yeah, I had her sit next to Dan Rather because I didn't know. I didn't want.
You didn't want to talk to Dan Rather.
I didn't want to know. I didn't know what to say to him.
Oh, Mr. Rather.
I mean, he's a good guy.
I'm JD.
Said he loves Howard.
Hey, you're a real good guy. Oh, yeah? No kidding. Dan Rather was there.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty
Regis,
cool.
the best part, well, it's not the best part, it was awesome, was leaving your building. Regis was coming into the building. It was one of the awesomest things I've seen.
Oh.
Because I love Regis, sorry.
Okay.
It's one of the most awesomest things.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Regis? Anything?
I didn't say anything. I just walked in.
Excuse me, Mr. Oh, yeah, Regis. He's the life of the party.
Oh, yeah.
Was he like he's very up all the time?
Well, we were walking out, and he was walking in, and then he, somehow, he ended up showing up at the movie, but I didn't,
He followed you. Who is that young man?
All right. So Beth was sitting. Did Beth and Dan Rather talk at all?
Yeah, Beth started talking, she said she was talking about the movie a little bit.
Yeah. She's very, very social.
Now, what did you two talk about?
Just talked about whatever, like, movies and stuff. I don't know. I don't remember.
She told me she talked about your career and what you were going to do with your future. She told me you were telling her how you want to be a director and you want to direct film.
Yes.
Which
how lazy I am at doing it.
Well, I feel
Did you tell her that?
I feel you were coming on to my wife a little bit because, when you give that director rap, girls start to see.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you getting what?
He's a director.
Would you like to act, my dear?
Could you lift that skirt up a little?
Let me see. I'm about to see you nude.
Screen test.
Did you tell her you were working on a script?
Well, I mean, she asked if I was writing anything. I said no.
Not right now. He's on hiatus.
I've been on hiatus for the past 15 years.
I've been in the editing room.
Do you know if you can still write? You haven't done it.
I don't know, actually. I don't know if I know the proper, ways of writing things anymore.
Beth told me Dan Rather said to her, I think it's really sweet that you took an autistic kid to the movie. And she said, no, this is JD.
What organization is he with?
I'm autistic.
I'm a director.
I really think I'm stupid. Just because I bang my head in the wall with a football helmet on.
I'm glad you're not on news anymore.
Fuck you.
You look good when you shave. Why do you let that?
I don't know. I just get like other things. I get lazy. I don't know.
So how far did you get with Beth? I saw you holding hands with her.
that was it. Maybe my arm around her waist. That was about it.
Is there any chance 9 months from now I'm going to wake up with a son in my house who's unintelligible and great at spelling and has a spoon collection?
He wears glasses.
Stranger things have happened.
And the kid won't be in a spoon collection because I'm not into a spoon collection.
I got you a baby spoon.
I'm not into spoons.
Well, I'm not.
You're not?
The baby will have a short-lived spoon collection.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's your spoon song? I love that one.
I don't know.
They took it down, huh? I love that one.
I'm sure they'll put it up.
No, they took it down. Fuckers.
Didn't it feel good to get all dressed up and have a beautiful woman with you?
Well, okay. I'm not into being dressed up. It was nice getting the compliments and stuff finally for once. You know, I've been told I look like shit, but you know, then they were so cool with that.
You know what JD told me? He was on the red carpet with Beth, and that it's unbelievable. And the paparazzi are taking pictures of him and Beth. They start booing JD, and I go, why would they boo you? Because they didn't want him in the picture, which is so rude. Like,
that's so wrong.
No, I knew. Listen. I know that she's the star. You know, the pictures. People know who she is, and they don't know who I am. Like after the pictures got taken, I had a couple of people have to ask me who I am. So I was like, you know. I try to think of a fake name, but
just a moment ago, he finished the sentence with gobbledygook that I had never
Ask me who I am. I don't blame him.
Things haven't changed much, Robin, have they?
Beth got home. She tore my clothes off. She fucked me like crazy. She said, "If never ever leave me alone with JD."
Hey, come on.
Hey, maybe that's a good reason to send her out with him again.
You're welcome.
Absolutely.
Glad to do a bro a solid.
Yes. In fact, everyone thought JD was a comedian last night. He went on the red carpet. They said, "What are you wearing, JD?" He goes, Macy's. And they thought he was a scream. He was a huge hit. Meanwhile, you look good in your suit.
You did.
You did.
You.
And Beth said she had a great time, so that's nice.
All that matters. I had a great time. Thank you.
Oh, there's the power couple.
Oh my God. Could that be a worse freeze frame on my mouth? Jesus.
You look good. I don't know why you had to hold hands with Beth. Did she insist?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to. I didn't insist that.
I didn't insist that.
Seems a little weird you holding hands with my wife, but.
I don't know what to tell you.
She probably thought it would be funny.
Yeah, well, let's hope.
Leading me along like a puppy.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you look good.
But anyway, everyone should go see Gravity in 3D. Thank you. That's it.
Did you enjoy being with Beth?
Yeah, you know, she's easy to talk to and stuff.
Oh,
she's a good conversationalist.
Yeah.
Better than me.
You're kidding. Because I always think of you as a better conversationalist.
Okay.
Sometimes I doubt
Who
why I
could be
married
better
her.
than you?
Wow. Yeah, Regis was knocking on my door, and he said, Beth is cheating on you. He was really concerned for me. I thought it was kind of sweet, honestly.
That's why he was following you.
Yeah, but it was a good time, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the movie sounds great. I got to go see it.
Yeah.
What time did you get home? Beth said she was home by 9.
Yeah. I was here by 9:30, 10 o'clock.
I tell you, I was asleep. I was just so beat yesterday. I was just fucking exhausted. I did some work for the show, and then I went right to sleep.
Oh.
That was it.
Yeah. I got a couple hours, in the afternoon, and I came back here.
Yeah, then I woke up, and I saw Beth this morning, and she told me all about the date. Why don't you wear your suit to work? The guy from Rolling Stone's here. He would have written that up.
Big news.
Big Robin article, huh?
Yes.
Any shot on the cover for Robin, or is that a touch? No? You didn't get the shot? Thanks, JD.
How JD? I'm a
I think Paul McCartney based me out.
Yes.
So, all the hype in your head, how did it match up to what actually went down?
The whole experience?
Yeah.
It wasn't about as good as it. It didn't go bad. The worst case scenario didn't happen, so that's good.
Which was
just make a fucking complete idiot of myself and, fucking piss off celebrities or something. And I didn't really deal with any celebrities. So.
Did you picture yourself tripping on the red carpet? Just
oh yeah,
sort of a clumsy moment?
Oh yeah.
You went through. What are some of the other scenarios that could have possibly happened?
I don't know, just saying the wrong thing to Beth, or just meeting someone and I don't know, just not going well.
Did you have a drink at all while you were?
No, completely sober.
Wow.
Robin has written a book called The 𝗦𝗫iciation of Robin, and she's out doing publicity. She will be at 4 o'clock. Howard 100 News presents The 𝗦𝗫iciation of Robin. This is where Robin will be speaking with our very own Lisa G. and John Lieberman and discussing her new book.
Yeah, they grilled me quite a bit yesterday about the book.
Right, so that'll air at 4. 5 o'clock, you got Dr. Harry Fish. 7 o'clock, Dealing Straight. Almost sounds like a real radio station.
It's awesome. Lots going on over there.
What can I tell you?
101.
Go figure. So I see your Rolling Stone reporters here. You got your beat yet on the article? Have you interviewed Robin yet, or you got it?
Yeah, I think we did 6 to 7 hours of interview.
Really?
Yeah.
What, are you writing a book?
He knows more about me than anyone at this point.
Well, look, I mean, that's some story she's got, right?
She definitely, and Robin's pretty good at talking.
Oh, please. Once she gets started, you can't get out of there. 7 hours.
There was one day he came to my house and, we were talking, and at a certain point, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? And he was like, well, maybe we ought to wrap it up. He says, usually by this time, most people are tired.
The woman has energy. I mean, even when she was going through chemo and radiation, I have to tell you. By the way, I'm talking to Brian from Rolling Stone. By the way, I still love Rolling Stone. What a great magazine.
Thank you.
Even though I saw Jan at a party this summer and he blew me off.
Oh, he did?
He ignored me. He ignored me, and I had just had dinner with the guy, like a few weeks before.
How does he do that? What did you do at dinner?
At dinner, we had a great conversation, and then, I don't know.
And that was it? He didn't want to talk to you anymore?
I saw him at a party. It was like he was standing 2 feet away from me, and I was like, hey, Jan. And he said, okay. Must have offended him.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Have you ever actually talked to Jan?
Yes, I do talk to Jan. Yes.
Good for you. How long you been with Rolling Stone?
It's like almost 8 years now.
Can you make decent money, or is it like a side job?
Not like Howard Stern money, but
do they pay you a full-time salary?
They do. I'm on staff. Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Can you make a couple of hundred?
Not me, no.
No, but you get side projects and shit, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. You're in bad shape. Hope Robin fed you.
He wouldn't take anything. He's very good.
Really? No water, nothing?
He got some water.
Right.
Seltzer.
Seltzer. That's right.
Robin's big on seltzer.
Seltzer.
Good for you, Robin. Smart. That way you get a good article. Give a guy free seltzer and you'd be surprised. They appreciate it. It's a beautiful thing. Well, I look forward to reading the article.
Thanks.
You getting a lot of pussy being a Rolling Stone reporter? Boy, back in the day, you could get tons. I don't know about now.
Yeah, I don't even know if back in the day. I've never. Yeah, I'm married.
Oh, yeah? Kids?
Yeah.
And the whole thing. Where you live, in Jersey?
No, East Village.
East Village? Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so bohemian. That's so Rolling Stone.
So Rolling Stone, yeah.
Yeah, we're raising the children in Manhattan.
We live in the village.
Yeah, Jan, we have an apartment in the city, too. Good. All right. It sounds like a good life. Oh, boy. I hope he writes a nice article about it.
I hope so, too.
Yeah. I hope so. Did you do the photo shoot for Rolling Stone yet?
No, that's today.
Oh. Well, are you doing too much? This is what I'm talking about. I knew it.
Here we go.
You know what my mother says?
I do one thing a day. Let me tell you, all this running around and carrying on, it's too much. And Robin had a serious illness. Who are you talking to? Talking to Howard. Who? Howard. Who? Howard! It's Howard on the phone. What was I saying? Look, not that anyone asked, but let me tell you. I do one thing a day. I'll go to the store, I'll do my shopping, and then I come home, I meditate, we eat our lunch, and I'll meditate again. And that's it. Your father and I, that's our routine. Your father will go to the track, he comes home, we do our lunch, and we do our ablutions, and we do our meditation. And when you see this Robin, she carries on with going here and there. I mean, it's her first day back in the studio. And she doesn't, and then she's going to go running to a Rolling Stone. It's too much.
Look, I'll sleep through the shoot, okay?
What was that, Robin?
I'll sleep through the shoot.
Well, listen, you're a big comedian, and listen, you're a big girl, but you can do what you want. But I'm telling you, you're doing too much. Now, where do you think all these cancers and things come from?
Where do they come from? Running around?
It comes from your stress and running and doing. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to Howard and Robin. Who? Howard. Howard? Oh. That was your father. Believe me, your father's the same way.
Same way how?
We don't do too much.
Ah.
And it's important to get your rest and to relax.
Well, you might have something, you two are very healthy.
I'm very healthy. Look, not so fast. I'm, after all, 85 years old,
Yes.
And I'll tell you something. I'm not setting myself up as the expert. Far be it from me. But you should get more rest. And you know I'm right.
Well, I've been resting for 17 months.
What is that? You're resting? Yeah. You think laying in bed from cancer is resting? That's not resting, Robin. That's very stressful.
Oh.
And let me tell you, I rest constantly.
And then you take another rest.
Huh? You're funny. I mean, look, do what you want. You want to make jokes? Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Okay? I'm not the one who got cancer.
That's true. That's
right.
true. I should be listening. You're right.
Sitting there with a grapefruit-sized tumor. I mean, you think that's what you're looking for, right? You think that's funny? That's a big yak. You're yakking it up. Who's yakking it up? Robin. Who? Robin. Robin! We're yakking it up. What is she laughing about? She's laughing from cancer. I mean, what is that? Robin's laughing about the cancer. Yes, she thinks it's funny. She doesn't get enough rest. What? She doesn't get rest, deep rest. What? She doesn't get deep rest. Oh.
Well, you know what? I have to go out and promote this book, and then I'm going to go back to resting. I will not do too much.
Howard?
She said she's got to promote a book.
She's going to promote a book?
Yes. That's what she just said.
Oh, good for her.
All right, Robin. There's your advice.
All right. I'm listening.
Here we are.
My dear, right back where we left off.
That's right. Hardly skipped a beat.
Exactly. It feels just like old times. So, Robin, I mean,
yes.
You can see everyone through your feed, which I know...
Well, I really couldn't see everyone. Like, I couldn't see anybody behind the camera, behind the scenes. You know, sometimes I know they were there. Mostly, I only saw the people who walked into the studio to be on air.
And I know the show provided you with, you know, it's just some normalcy that you were able to do it every morning. So
yeah.
From that standpoint, you felt like life was continuing on
Absolutely. It was a fun thing to do every day.
But now that you're here, you see all the sights, you smell all the smells, unfortunately, but what was it like? What were some of the things that were jarring or that hit you upon walking back into the compound?
Well, first of all, you clean the place up. It didn't look like this when I left. So it was interesting to see, I had heard Howard talking about the redecorating and all the new art that's hung on the walls and all that stuff. So it was interesting to see what everything looked like. And then it was interesting to just have a personal moment with everybody on the staff.
Right. As far as some of the visual and sensory things, what did you miss the most about actually sitting in your booth live? Like, what was the one thing that was really lacking when you were doing the show over ISDN? The
thing that I missed most was actually being able to greet the guests after they had done the show. And I would always come into the studio and say hello. And that was missing. I especially felt it when Bryan Cranston was here, because I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. And, I'll never really get to meet him maybe because he may never do the show again, but there he was. And, a lot of old friends who were coming in and out all the time that I couldn't say hello to.
Right, so those candid behind-the-scenes moments that there's almost like perks of the job to be able, you get to interview them, but then afterwards to be able to sort of rub elbows and
or thank them
right.
and say, thank you for coming in, that sort of thing.
Well, you certainly came back with a bang because David Arquette, I'm sure that was a wonderful...
a reunion.
Yeah, a wonderful greeting. I was watching from afar with extreme
Were
jealousy.
You jealous?
I was jealous, and I was making sure he didn't take any liberties with you on your first day back.
He was a good boy. He has a girlfriend now.
I like David a lot, but I have to admit my fists were clenched. I was ready just in case. Well, anyway, I'm so happy you're back. And
thank you.
Here's to another great year up here.
Thank you.
All right,
bye-bye.
Thanks, Robin.
This is the Best of the Wrap-Up Show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. The Best of the Wrap-Up Show begins now.
Hi, I'm Scott the Engineer, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we got into a conversation about wiring in the studio. Howard was pulling wiring from under the console, and he kind of didn't like it. And then we talked about my orgasm tape. Now, people say that was fake, but hey, I'm known for realism. I never fake anything, especially orgasms.
Howard keeps bumping into cables that Scott says aren't there. And I'm missing something there, Gary. Are they there or are they not there?
They're there. They're there. There's cables underneath Howard's console. And so I hate to give Scott shit, but it was such a classic Scott conversation. I said, Scott, we probably 2 times in the last 2 months, I've had to have him do the rewiring down there. Hey, there's wires that are loose down there. So Howard and I were talking, and Howard's got 3 monitors in front of him. One of them is, Gary page 1. One of them Howard plays the stuff off of. One of them is the monitor where he looks at calls that are being screened. Mm-hmm. So they all blacked out. I didn't see it, but Howard goes, the monitors just all went out. So I go out to Scott. I said, listen, Scott, there's a bunch of wires under the console, and Howard's monitor is blacked out. He goes, well, that's impossible. Right? So I'm like, okay. What I think he was saying is there may be wires there.
But that's not the cause of the monitors going out.
So I'm like, well, could you go in and take a look at it? So he goes in and looks at it, and then Howard kicks them again, and the monitors go out right in front of us. And Scott goes, oh, okay. So it was really a nuance, but I could tell what really pissed Howard off. Howard goes, Scott, you got to wrap these cables up. And so Scott, a little bit sarcastically, said, yes, I need to wrap those cables up. And there was a little bit of sarcasm in his voice, and that irritated Howard.
Understandably.
Yes.
And so it went from impossible to possible, and then he tops it off by sarcastically responding to Howard, telling him to get it done.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of a smile on his face, which it was very funny. I mean, it's funny when it's not me.
Yeah. So Scott was like being a joke. Sometimes he's a jokester. I don't know if he was joking, if you heard his orgasm clip today, but
he's going to come in and say that he took it very seriously, but he had a little bit of a cavalier attitude today that I didn't know where it was coming from.
All right, we'll see if we can find out where that was coming from. And then at the end, Heather came in, who was with Beth, and talked about how she has no TV in her place, and Robin led a whole conversation about how your kids should eat, and with chicken McNuggets and this and that. I don't know if I could have survived without a TV in my place, Gary, growing up.
I like to think, remember the show on HBO, Dream On?
Yes.
Remember how that show, remember the start of that show where
plopped right in front of the TV.
And it would show the Brady Bunch and all these different shows. I was like, yeah, that was me. And you know what? I always say very proudly that me spending all those years for the TV is why I got the job here. Howard wanted, before the internet, all that other shit, I could remember the stupid songs, the stupid movies, the theme songs, who was on what show, who did what. That was my value.
You're preaching to the choir here. I wouldn't have a career if it wasn't for television. But we need to interrupt this fascinating conversation with a fascinating conversationalist. What's with this cavalier attitude? Is Gary categorizing you unfairly?
There was something going on today. You were being a bit of a jokester, and I could tell you, Howard said, we got to wrap these wires up, and you go, yes, we have to wrap these wires up. You were like being a little sarcastic.
Not really. I mean, there are
something going on there.
I didn't see any wires, so I don't know. No. There are wires, and we thought they were out of the way. I mean, that they were supposed to be taped. We've had this conversation before.
Right, but I told you that there were wires there. And I left out the part where he goes, I said, well, the wires are out again. And he goes, well, Howard has very long legs.
He does.
So it's Howard's fault? It's Howard's fault?
No, it's not his fault. We're going to take care of it. I told Evan to make sure that they're lifted off the floor and they're hanging on the board that's down there. And
that's what I said. Yeah. Howard said to him, he goes, Scott, they make a tube. You take the tube and you tape it up top so that nobody can get to it.
We don't need a tube, but there's also a power outlet strip down there, which has to be moved as well. So
how did it go from impossible to this, though?
You did say to me, I said, Howard's got wires down there. You didn't. You said, that's impossible.
Well, because I've been through this before with Evan. When it happened before, I said, make sure these wires are out of the way.
Yeah, but then the answer would be, I can't believe that. You said it was impossible as if the wires could have no chance of having anything to do with Howard Screen's blackout. Then when you saw it,
I still believe that those wires down there, because they're mostly TV stuff, have nothing to do with those screens blacking out.
Then why were the screens blacking out?
The screens black out, we've been through this before. That's an updating profit thing that happens. We've been through this with the person that involved in that. So the screens do black out, so do mine, on profit every once in a while. I think they're two separate issues.
But Howard kicked the wires and then the
understand.
screen's blacked out.
Is that a weird coincidence? Like Howard kicks the wire and the screen?
I think that's a weird coincidence, yes.
I'm sorry.
I do.
I'm sorry.
You know how crazy that sounds, right? If I kick a wire and the monitor goes out, and then it happens again, that's a coincidence?
Yes. I do.
You know what I think it is? I think that down there, within that mix of TV wires...
There should be nothing...
Hold on. Is down there in that mix of TV wires is a power strip that controls the 3 monitors that should not be anywhere near Howard's foot.
I don't believe that.
Okay.
We'll figure it out, but I don't believe that.
Okay. So this is Evan's fault and the guy's updating Prophet's fault.
And a little bit of TV.
Yeah.
And TV.
It's not my
TV.
fault.
Clearly.
Yeah,
Well, Howard
never
kicked
my
it.
fault.
It's his fault.
Yeah. And Howard's long legs.
It's Howard's
Who's out to
long
that?
legs, yeah. If he didn't have such long legs, we wouldn't have this conversation.
All right. I'll move off of this and move on to something more comfortable, which was your orgasm
Oh,
clip.
my. Yeah.
They
caught me on a bad day.
Now, were you taking that seriously? Were you joking around a little bit? What was your motivation there? How did you work
A little
that?
both. It was, it was the easy, obviously, you get. You don't get?
No, what's that?
It comes from Easy Evan, which everybody makes fun of me. Scott's easygoing.
Right.
He doesn't.
So you were doing a callback in
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't.
That was a reference.
I didn't catch that.
You didn't
but go
catch
on.
that. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that was
And then the rest?
The rest was kind of simulation.
And were Richard and Sal encouraging you, or did you do that on your own?
No, they were sitting there.
But is yours because they asked me to do it.
I think that's a little over the top.
Right. But was it based on any reality?
Not really.
Are you usually quiet when you're doing that?
Quiet, yeah. I'm quiet. I'm a lot quieter. I do make a little noise, but not much.
Not like that.
Not like that.
Or like that, like what Benji just did.
That was Benji.
That's me.
Did Richard and Sal understand you were doing a callback in the beginning?
I think they got it.
Oh, but you didn't confirm that. You weren't sure.
No. I mean, they laughed, and
Whose do you think was creepiest? JD's, Ronnie's, or Scott's?
Ronnie's.
Why?
Because he's my grandfather. I think that you get to a certain age where I don't want to think of you as a sexual being.
Benji, you agree?
I don't find them creepy, but like I thought, Scott, I found yours the least sincere. It didn't turn me on one bit.
I'm sorry I didn't turn you on. Maybe we'll go in a private room.
But
and I'll
Ronnie
cry.
sounded like it sounded real to me. I don't know if that's really how he sounds.
Oh, you thought that was real?
That was pretty good, Gary.
He's doing porn stars.
Yours just got to me too.
So you don't think Ronnie's really